the girls' game, I got here and they had already shut the doors down. That they had reached capacity.
We're still in the junior varsity ball game, so it looks like we might start just a little bit behind schedule. Gives me the opportunity to tell everybody that the District 3 tournament will begin for the Lady Wildcats a week from tonight, and then the boys will be in action a week from Saturday. We're going to take a break here. We are live on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We have a little bit longer before we start the ball game. We appreciate you listening to our game, whether you be watching the stream on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel, or if you're listening to prepradio.com or Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15 or FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're going to take a break, send it back to Brian Bennett. When we come back, Neo Tate's going to tell us a little bit about the Lady Wildcats ball game tonight with the Lady Falcons, and we'll get to that following this 3-minute timeout.
And there's a little thing that says manage there. There's something there. That do it.
Clearly, my job is much more important.
And we just saw the end of the Oak Ridge Junior Varsity ball game with the Fulton Falcons. Unfortunately, Wildcat fans, the Falcons win the ball game 47-42, and now coming onto the floor here are the Lady Falcons of Fulton High School. Joining me now is a member of the Oak Ridge High School football team and part of our broadcast crew. I've got Neo Tate, and you've got some more information about the women's basketball game, which will get underway here tonight from Fulton.
Tonight, the Lady Wildcats end the regular season on the road here at Fulton High School. The Lady Wildcats have hit a rough spot right before tournament time, having dropped their last two games. The Lady Wildcats dropped Saturday's game to Catholic and Tuesday's game against Cleveland. Since Paige Taylor became head coach at Oak Ridge, she has never lost 3 in a row in the same season. Oak Ridge did lose the final game of the 2017 season to Memphis Central at the state tournament, and then the first 2 games of the following season to Wilson Central on Lebanon. Fulton has won 3 in a row into tonight's game with victories over Gibbs, Scott County, and South Doyle. The Lady Wildcats lead the series with Fulton 9-6 since their first meeting in 1983. Oak Ridge has won 3 in a row in the series, including last season's 62-26 win at Oak Ridge. The last time we were here, Oak Ridge won 63-31. Fulton's last win came here in 2017, 48-47. Following tonight's game, Fulton will play a regular season game on Tuesday against Scott County. The Wildcats and the Lady Wildcats are attempting to find another game before their District 3 tournament game 1 week from tonight. The tournament will begin on Monday at the highest seed gyms. On Friday, the Lady Wildcats will play either Anderson County, Campbell County, or Clinton at 7 o'clock at the Wildcat Arena. The Wildcats will play the following day at 7 o'clock against either Powell or Campbell County. Currently, there is a three-way tie between Karnes, Anderson County, and Halls, which could factor into the opponent games after the games are completed tonight. Tonight, we are broadcasting live on the radio on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and of course our live video stream on YouTube and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Our sponsors for tonight's game include Mortgage Investors Group, ORTHO Tennessee, TN Bank, Fox Insurance Group, and the Oak Ridge Utility District. We also have a special sponsor tonight, Mike the Wild Man Sheehan. Mike played football and ran track for Oak Ridge in the 1960s and is a huge supporter of Oak Ridge athletics. Mike is also a longtime contributor to our broadcasts, first on WTO and now WIJV, prepradio.com, and our live stream. We thank Mike for his contribution that helped make tonight's game and other games possible this season. We would also like to thank Ronnie and Becky Hayes, who have traditionally sponsored this game but will sponsor the first rounds of the District 3 tournament. Thank you for all your support over the years. It's time for a break here at Fulton. When we come back, Mark will have the starting lineups and Dave will rejoin us for the call for tonight's game. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Falcons of Fulton will be back in 3 minutes.
Thanks a lot. We are back here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Down below us, the Lady Wildcats and the Lady Falcons. Fulton High School are warming up in front of their ball game, which should get underway in about 8 minutes or so. Could be a very historic night tonight for the Wildcat head coach, Coach Aaron Green, in the boys game. Markey is going for his 300th win as the head coach at Oak Ridge High School, and that'll be tonight, but it's going to be against a good Fulton team. And I've had people talk to me all day about earlier in the day we had scheduled a ball game against Hamilton Heights out of Chattanooga for Tuesday, but about 2 hours after the game was scheduled, it got postponed. So we will not have a game. We will not have a ball game between now and the district tournament. So the girls and the guys are off, and the girls are off until a week from tonight when they open up their district schedule here. And we've got the bracket here in front of us, Mark, and if you would, why don't you run down kind of the times. The good news is all of our ball games will be at 7 o'clock. All of them will be at the Wildcat Arena.
That is good news, David. Starting on February the 15th, so on Monday, Clinton will play Anderson County at 7 o'clock. Also on the 15th, Carnes will play Central. That can't be right because they've got them listed both at 7 o'clock. So probably one of them's at 5:30 and one of them is at 7, I would assume. On Wednesday, the 17th, the winner of the Carnes Central game will play Halls, and then the winner of the Clinton-Anderson County game will play Campbell County. I would assume it's the same thing, but they've got listed here both games at 7 o'clock. On Friday, okay, David says they are at 7. They must be playing at both gyms?
Every gym. Every high season.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay. I thought that the entire district tournament was at Oak Ridge. Okay, all right. That makes sense. So, going back to Monday, Clinton will play at Anderson County. No, Anderson County will play at Clinton at 7 o'clock. Let's see, Central will play at Carnes at 7 o'clock. On Wednesday, 2 days later, Campbell County will host the winner of the Clinton-Anderson County girls game, and then Halls will host the winner of the Central Carnes game. On Friday, Oak Ridge will host the winner of the Campbell County game on Wednesday, and Powell will host the winner of the game that Halls plays in on Wednesday. And then the championship game will be the following Monday on the 22nd at 7 p.m. The consolation game will also be on Monday the 22nd at 7 p.m. Again, this is Mark Hayes along with David Clary. We're getting set for the Lady Wildcats versus the Lady Fulton Falcons. And we're going to send it back to the station for this 3-minute timeout.
copied the picture. I don't know how to get it in there.
It's a new kind of thing. Hit the. No, go back. Okay, hit the picture thing. Wherever you saved it to.
Oh, I hit copy. I'll go ahead and save.
You'll be standing the whole time, I bet.
What's that?
I bet you'll be standing.
Yeah, I've already picked up on that.
This great, it's not great.
There we go.
Then add.
Done.
Yeah. Then you should see it. Add. Yeah.
I'm just waiting. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Lady Rams lead Charlotte 29-5. The state semifinal game. If the Lady Rams win, they'll play for the state championship tomorrow at Stewart's Creek High School.
Yeah.
It's been waiting. Your mom texted you.
What'd she say?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Ah, this is not good. Here we go. I'm gonna let you talk here.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Welcome back to Fulton High School. Just moments away from the start of this ball game between the Lady Falcons of Fulton High School. Not as long a rival, obviously, as the boys' rivalry and the Lady Wildcats. Joining us now is Lee Wexler. Lee is keeping track of goings-on at Stewart's Creek High School, where the middle school state tournament is going on, and it's we have a participant there in the Robertsville Lady Rams. Lee, how are they doing?
Well, David, according to our source who is watching or following the game, the Lady Rams are leading Charlotte High School 29-5 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's the latest we've heard. And if the Lady Rams hold on, which we hope and think they will, they're going to play for the state championship tomorrow at Stewart's Creek High School. I believe it's 10 a.m. Central Time, which would be 11 a.m. Eastern.
They'll be taking on either Martin Middle School out of Martin, Tennessee, or Gallenberg Pittman out of, obviously, Gallenberg. We're still moments away from the start of this ball game. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Falcons here. I think we'll probably have the national anthem. I don't know if you just heard that, Mark, but the Lady Rams are way up in their ball game in the semifinals. If they win the ball game, Robertsville's playing for the state championship tomorrow.
That is just fantastic news, David. Glad to hear it. Glad to see the Lady Rams making it back to the championship game.
Yeah, Robertsville was in the championship game a year ago, playing basically with seventh graders. So all those girls are pretty much back, including some really legacies, as we're about to have the national anthem. So we're going to send it back to Brian Bennett once again. It's Oak Ridge and Fulton here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15, and our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. We'll be back to Fulton in a moment. It's our national anthem here from Fulton High School here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Mark Hayes, we're about to have the starting lineups this ball game. We just had the national anthem as the Wildcats prepare to take on the Lady Falcons of Fulton. Always a spirited ball game. It's always fun to come here. But as you said, it is cooler to play on Saturday because it's the only game usually going on. Tournaments are about to start, and it's the last game in East Tennessee to be played. But unfortunately, we're playing it here on a Friday night.
Yeah, we are, David. Like I said, it's usually the only game in town, and that's one of the nicest things about the game, and, usually draws a big crowd. Turning our attention to this game, though, we're going to start looking at the starters. First for Fulton, they're going to come out with Jemiah Simmons, followed by Shania McCoy, also Anaya Matthews, Sammy Taylor, and Renesha Gates. Starting for the Lady Wildcats, they're going to come out with their new starting five, the same one they have in the Cleveland game. That'll be number 2, Kamari Mitchell-Steen, followed by number 11, Samaj Clark. 24, Cannon Green will also get to start, as will number 34, Hope Hope. And finally at the post, number 42, Emily Lindsay.
Thanks a lot, Mark. We're about to get underway here, and I've never been in this gym, honestly, when it has been so sparse, except even a JV game. Usually JV games are pretty well attended. Lee, you've got an update from the Robertsville ball game going on at Stewart's Creek.
Yeah, David, the Lady Rams are leading Charlotte at halftime 37-8. 37-8 at half.
They won their sectional ball game 68-14. And so they are rolling right now. And, of course, they've got some pretty good legacy players. Mark, I think I told you, Adrian Porter's daughter, Shannon Porter's daughter, Kiki Stewart's, which is T. Higgins' niece. As we're about to get set here, Emily Lindsay to jump. The Lady Wildcats up control by Fulton, and we are underway. With the basketball will come the Lady Falcons. They put up a shot, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lindsay. Emily pushes it up to Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats running the floor. All the way down, coast to coast. Hope will not shoot. Kamari will. Three-pointer on its way. It's up good. Three-point shot for the Lady Wildcats, and they lead it by a score of 3-0 with 7 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Nearly a turnover there. Lady Wildcats trying to win their 18th ball game of the year. Fulton with the basketball around the left side. It goes to the top of the circle out to Matthews. Matthews holds the ball, picked up by Cannon Green. Swings the ball to her left as they launch a three themselves. It's an air ball. No good. Rebounded by Samaj. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Here comes Hope Holt coming down the floor, coast to coast. Pulls up, shoots. No good. Emily Lindsay on the rebound. Had it. Ripped out of her hand. Saved by Kamari. Another three on its way. This one's no good. Rebounded by Fulton. Then a reach-in foul is going to be called, I believe, against Oak Ridge's Cannon Green. 7 minutes and 4 seconds to play here. 7:04 to play, and the clock is stopped as the Falcons will work the ball down the floor. Here it goes once again to number 5. Across the way, that's Jackson, taken away by Samaj Clark. Left-handed off the glass. Good. Samaj steals it, and the Lady Wildcats have a 5-0 lead. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the first period. Down the floor with the basketball, another near steal, and it is. Cannon Green steals it. Going to push it up to Kamari. Kamari right off the glass. Shot no good. Hard foul will send Kamari Mitchell-Steen to the line with exactly 6 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 5-0 our score, and Kamari will go to the free throw line. Lady Wildcats, a good start, Mark. Very aggressive team. One thing I've seen already, the Lady Falcons a little bit sloppy with their ball handling.
Yeah, they are. The Lady Wildcats have taken advantage of a couple turnovers at the midcourt line, David. So Kamari Mitchell-Steen's at the line for the Wildcats. She now has 4 points, making it 5.
Knocks down the second free throw. 7-0 our score. 6:40 to play. Here comes the Lady Falcons moving directly towards us. This is not the greatest place we can come to broadcast a ball game. We actually broadcast. Here's another steal. Kamari steals it, and here comes a layup. Right-handed off the glass again. Good. Kamari scores, and Fulton calls a timeout. Their head coach is Tyler Howe. He's assisted by Tony Cooper and Adrian Tate. Any relative of yours, Neo?
Nothing so far yet.
Okay. A timeout is asked for. You didn't hear what I said. Their assistant coach is named Tate, and I was just wondering if he's a relative.
Oh, no, not at all.
That is the voice of Neoto. We also have Lee Wexler up here, Mark Haste, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, Brian Bennett back in the studios. Mark, the district tournament begins for the Lady Wildcats on Friday. We talked about this. They'll play at 7 o'clock against either Anderson County, Clinton, or Campbell County. We had their way with all three of those teams this year.
Yeah, we have. Well, we actually had our way with all teams in our district, David, but some games have been tougher than the others.
Here comes Fulton down the floor. They break the press this time. They're going to quickly get it to the left block. They work the ball in 9-0. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 6:12 to play. As you can see if you're watching the stream, we are from above the floor and on the baseline, so there are areas out on the floor that we cannot see as they put up a three-point shot, and it's up and it's good by Simmons, and the junior has the first 2 points for them. 9-3 our score. Neil getting used to working this new little gadget we've got here. Down to 5:47 to play. Kamari goes up for the shot. No good. Rebound to Fulton. Coming down with the basketball, number 23. That's Sammy Taylor. Has trouble with her dribble. Picks it up and then double dribbles the basketball. Good defense by Oak Ridge. Wildcat pressure, and we see this against a lot of teams, is really causing them difficulty.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite used to it, David. They seem a little out of sorts, especially when they try to go fast and control the ball. They seem to have a little bit of difficulty. So, that advantage to the Lady Wildcats right now.
9-3 our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Kamari Mitchell-Steen, Hope Holt, Cannon Green, along with Emily Lindsay and Samaj Clark. Cannon with it. Around the left side to Hope. Hope dribbles cross court, finds Samaj free for a three. It's going to be short. Hits the rim on the rebound. Knocked away, and then a foul is going to be called underneath, either against Kamari or against Emily Lindsay. It's going to go against the Lady Wildcats. 5:13 to play, first quarter. Lady Wildcats on top by a score of 9-3. It'll be the Falcons coming down the floor. The Wildcats put on the press once again. Broadcasting from the Crow's Nest here at Fulton High School, the Jody Wright Arena. They get a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Kamari momentarily. Picked up by Hope. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Hope crossed the middle of the floor. Stops right elbow, now drives in. Kicks the ball, and then it's fouled. Personal foul is going to be called against Fulton, and it'll go against the Falcons. Mark, as you can see, we're not in a great position to see the officials coming over to the scorer's table. It was against Fulton, I do know. As Holt works it into Kamari for the shot, no good. She was fouled, as I believe the foul is going to be called against Matthews. And it'll send Kamari Mitchell-Steen to the free throw line. Kamari approaching 1,800 points in her career as a Lady Wildcat. Lee Wexler is doing the top camera. If you don't like it, you can blame him. Down on the floor, we've got Christian Rosas Rodriguez. 7 points in the ball game for Kamari. Puts the first toss up there. Good. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 10-3 as we broadcast here at Fulton. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to play here in the first period. Down the floor will come the Fulton Falcons. Against Oak Ridge's pressure once again, 11-3. They break the press again. They'll drive in, penetrate, cut off nicely by Emily Lindsay. Good defense there by the Lady Wildcats. She's just kind of spinning and turning and whirling. She kicks the ball back out to Simmons inside the paint, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Cannon Green. Cannon Green's trapped, harassed, needs help, calls a timeout. Coach Taylor called a timeout to save possession. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Lady Wildcats on top 11-3. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian at the radio station. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I think I got it. Got it.
It's 11-3 and 36. I'll actually look at your clock at the time. Back here at Fulton High School, the Lady Wildcats with a good start on top 11-3. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Wildcats with the basketball outside the right side. Goes Cannon Green to Hope. She penetrates the arc, gives it back to Cannon. Cannon at the free throw line, looks to the corner, finds Samaj Clark free. Samaj dribbles in, penetrates, cannot penetrate all the way through and backs it over to Kamari, who does give it out to Samaj. Might have held the ball. Ball is ripped out of her hands and stolen back by Fulton. Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor. 11-3 our score, 4 minutes, 4 seconds to play here and down the floor. With the basketball once again will come the Lady Falcons. And ball is knocked out of bounds. Let's see if we're having a little bit of a technical issue here. It looks like everything should be good. But with 3 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the first quarter, down the floor with the basketball once again will come the Lady Wildcats. Out for a three. It's on its way. Good. 3-point shot made by Samaj Clark, and she's got 5. And the Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 14-3. For the basketball will come the Falcons. They work the ball out to the right corner, setting the dribble out. Here goes, driving with it. Number 4 off the glass shot. Hits the rim, no good. Rebound to Fulton. They put the shot up, good. They score with number 32. For them, that'll be Gates. And here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Samaj dribbles in, off the glass shot, hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons, and they throw it off the back side of the backboard. Good hustle, though. 3:11 to play in the first period, 14-5. Lady Wildcats are in the lead here. And it'll be once again the Wildcats to work the ball in, wearing their all gray jerseys. The ball is worked in and taken away, then loose on the floor. It's going to be, should have been a jump ball. Nope, it's going to be a timeout asked for by the Falcons. 14-5 Lady Wildcats, 3:05 to play. We are in the first quarter, live here from Fulton High School. Take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Yeah, your answer was fun. Welcome back once again to Fulton High School. 3:05 to play first quarter. 14-5 is our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Falcon basketball. Lady Wildcats trying to end a 2-game losing streak. You know, and I think I said this on the air to you, Mark, the other night, as Fulton comes coast to coast. That's their best possession of the night against Oak Ridge's pressure. And they get a bucket in. Here comes Cannon down the floor. She's pressured. Lady Wildcats get it across to Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Lauren Hart's in the ball game along with Cannon. Holds it, harass, gives it over to Kamari. Somebody's got to be open. Samaj in the left corner. They collapse on her. She comes cross court and throws a pass. It's easily intercepted. Here comes Kamari trying to get the ball away. Deflected, and there's a double dribble, a travel. Any kind of problem that you can have on offense, they just had, as the Lady Wildcats will have the basketball. 14-7 the score. We are keeping up with the Lady Rams of Robertsville and their ball game going on at the state basketball tournament. Down the floor with the basketball will come Samaj. We'll have a report. They were way up at halftime as the Lady Wildcats, Cannon Green dribbles in, penetrates, gives it over to Hope Holt. Outside the line, finds Cannon free. Cannon swings it out. Kamari for 3. It's on its way. It's going to be short. Rebound, Oak Ridge had it, and then it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hope Holt, I believe. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to play. We are in the first quarter. 14-7 is our score as we broadcast from the Crow's Nest up here, all by our lonesome here. Got a full crew up top as they come coast to coast with it. Kick it out. That's just she was going to shoot a 3. Elbow shot's on its way. No good. Rebound to Fulton. Shot is on its way. Good. They score off the glass. Over it goes to Sammy Taylor, and she put it in. And it's a 5-point game. 14-9 the score. Lady Wildcats have not liked their pressure that they put on us in the last few possessions.
No, they haven't. They're kind of struggling here, David, as not putting up great shots and not getting the rebounds when they miss.
Here comes Kamari splitting the defense and taking it off the glass, as only Kamari can do. And she's got 11 first quarter points here. And the Lady Wildcat lead is 16-9. Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor. 1:27 to play in the first period. With the basketball will come Matthews. Matthews, top of the circle, backs it over to Taylor. Sammy Taylor around to her right to number 11. That is Moore. She works the ball to the left corner, out to the top of the circle. 1:11 to play in the first quarter. Fulton with the basketball. They're wearing their all-white jerseys with maroon. The Lady Wildcats wearing their all-grays. Here's a strip of the ball. Lauren steals it, and then a reach-in jump ball is called. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Lady Wildcats. 1:01 to play, first quarter. 16-9 is the score, and down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Wildcats moving away from us, making it a little bit more difficult for our camera guys up top here as Oak Ridge works it over to Lauren Hart against the 2-3 zone, goes into Holt,
Nice. Oh.
and the ball is off the fingertips of Kamari Mitchell's team. Mark, we have seen in the second half of the season for sure, the Lady Wildcats do not like 2-3 zones.
No, they don't, and I think the word is probably getting out, David, and that kind of is a little bit worrisome as we get ready for district, regional, and sub-state tournaments.
Here's a steal by Kamari, and she's going coast to coast with it. Let's see if she takes it to the hole. Left-handed off the glass, no good. Does draw the foul from number 11, Maya Moore. Freshman player who's got a lot of speed here. 33.7 seconds to play in the first quarter, and it is 16-3 with the Lady Wildcats in the lead. And Kamari Mitchell-Steen, who's already had a fantastic first quarter, 11 first quarter points, puts the first shots up there. Good. 17-9 the score. Neo, we're working with a new program here. Is it difficult?
Not really. Just got sidetracked a little bit starting out, but so far it's been pretty useful.
Thanks, Neo. Second shot is up good. 18-9 the score. It's a 9-point game. Down the floor will come the Lady Falcons once again. Mark, you know what I was wearing before we came over here? I was wearing my Atlanta Falcons sweatshirt, and I was quickly told that I better take that off before we come to Fulton. And I did, as the Lady Falcons have the ball, working for the final shot here in the first quarter. Dribbling with it will come Matthews. Matthews dribbles, top of the circle. Comes off to her left, swings the ball, almost stepped out of bounds, and she did. The pass went to Jemiah Simmons, a junior player. She put her heel down on the sideline, and that gives Oak Ridge the ball with 5.5 seconds to play in the first quarter, and the Lady Wildcats have the lead 18-9. Here comes Kamari, coast to coast, fast as lightning. Pulls up three-pointer, no good. No, it's actually rebounded on a nice hustle play by Lauren Hart, but not in time to get the bucket off. We've played a total of one quarter of basketball here. The Lady Wildcats in the lead 18-9. I know we just rejoined the radio, Mark, I do believe. And why don't you run down the scoring to this point?
For the Lady Wildcats, Kamari Mitchell-Steen has 13, and Samaj Clark has 5, so that makes up the 18 for the Lady Wildcats. For the Lady Falcons, they've got Jemiah Simmons with 3, Sammy Taylor with 2, and number 32, Renesha Gates with 4. As you said, David, the Lady Wildcats at the end of the first quarter lead by 9, 18-9. And we'll be back after this. No, we'll keep it right here as we wait for the second quarter to begin. As we said, the district tournament starts this coming Monday. So,
well, it starts for Monday, but for us, it won't be until Friday. So.
Right, yeah, the Lady Wildcats won't play until a week from tonight, but the tournament does start on Monday.
The good thing is all of our ball games, boys and girls, will be at the Wildcat Arena. They'll all be at 7 o'clock. So the fans in Oak Ridge, they if they can keep up with the days, at least they'll know.
Right. I don't have
As the Falcons works the ball. Here it goes out to the top. Over goes to the corner. Dribbling out to the top of the circle. 18-9 is our score.
But that's not channel 15.
Here it goes out to the top. Working the ball in. Dribbling across the way. Out it goes once again. We have a little audio issue here as the ball's off the body. That was actually off the body of number 23.
It really was, David. It went right off her shin, right out of bounds. So bad call that time.
Yeah, it's Knoxville Association. He missed it, but, we'll give him a little credit here. We got a better bird's eye view than he did, perhaps. It's been all Oak Ridge to this point. 18-9, Lady Wildcats in the lead. They'll dribble out to the top, swing the ball to the corner. Lee's having to do double duty. Neo's doing double duty. I don't know what Mark's doing. Brian Bennett's back to the station. Christian Rosas Rodriguez is down on the floor as they work the ball in for a shot. Good. Gracie Herron's now in the ball game, and that girl has now a total of 6 points, and here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Leading by 7, 18-11 the score. Lady Wildcats turn the ball over. Smaj threw it and tried to get it to Hope, I believe, as they come down the floor and they throw the ball, I believe, either off the body of Kamari, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Fulton basketball. 6 minutes, 55 seconds to play. As it'll be Fulton basketball. Here it goes to number 23. That'll be Sammy Taylor. Drives the paint, and that's going to be an offensive foul called against the Lady Falcons, and that's a player control foul, and that'll be her first foul. 6:51 to play. Team foul number 5. Could have been a walk. I think I would have rather, honestly, see him call a walk, but we'll take it.
Yeah, but she knocked Lauren Hart all the way to the ground. So, I mean, I think the foul's the right call.
Samaj for 3, short. Rebound, Fulton. Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor. 6:38 to play. We're on YouTube, streaming on our Prep Radio site. They miss an easy one, but they get a shot up. Good. And a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. They are so quick, Mark. That's one thing we do not see in our district. We did see it a bit against Catholic and Cleveland, and this is our 3rd consecutive ball game playing really fast teams. They've got some size inside with number 32, and that is Gates. She's a junior player. She misfires on the free throw, and Lauren has the rebound. Lauren Hart. Here come the Lady Wildcats, leading by 5. 18-13 the score. Oak Ridge with it. Facing that zone once again. Lady Wildcats, Samaj in the corner. She walks for the basketball. I think I'd rather have Samaj just go ahead and shoot it from there, and that'll be another turnover for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, I've got Samaj now with 3 turnovers, David. So not her best night. She's doing well, offensively as far as points. She's got 5 in the ball game, but 3 turnovers.
Here comes Fulton down the floor. 18-13 is our score. Lady Falcon basketball. The Wildcats have led by as many as 10 as they work the ball in. There is definitely going to be a travel, and that is a good call. Good call by the official. We're down to 6:04 to play here in the second quarter. Second quarter of the ball game, and it'll be the Lady Wildcats. Neo's learning the program. We have a brand new program we're trying out tonight. You might see the scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. As Oak Ridge launches a 3, it's going to be short. Rebound tracked down by Hope, and she tried to knock it off the body. He asked for help. He was the closest person to it. They're going to call a jump ball. Mark, he asked for help from the guy that was at midcourt. He was standing there 10 feet away from the play, and he needed help. It'll be a jump ball, and the alternate possession arrow will be Oak Ridge's ball. Lauren Hart will work the ball in. Oak Ridge does not like the pressure so far. Kamari dribbles in. She drives in for a shot off balance. No good. Lady Wildcats cannot get a rebound. Here's a steal, though. And then they work the ball inside. Reverse layup. Kamari having to do it all, as we're used to seeing. We got to get other people involved here. She already has 15 points in the ball game. Here comes the Lady Falcons throwing up a shot. No good. Lady Wildcats can't get the rebound. It was a good defense, though, by Gracie Herron. Out to the top it goes. Lady Wildcats in the lead by 7, 20-13. We're going to be checking back with the Lady Rams here in a bit as they work the ball in for a shot. No good. And it is good. And they just continue to lob it over. And here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 20-15 our score. Typical Oak Ridge Fulton ball game. Boy, Coach Tyler Howell is really active down there. Here's Kamari dribbling in, giving it in to Hart. Lauren dribbles, top of the circle, goes inside to Samaj, telegraphed the pass, just didn't deliver it quick enough, and here come the Falcons down the floor. Running the floor, Sutter stepping, going in for the shot, no good. Rebound, Gracie Herron. Gracie's got to get mean. She's got to pull down every rebound here. Here's Kamari coast to coast. Great move. Shot, good. Only Kamari Mitchell-Steen can do that, and she's got 17 points in the first half. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to play. They're going to drive in. Good defense, Gracie, and she throws the ball away. Great defense right there by Gracie Herron, Mark.
Yeah, she's really come in and done a great job. I mean, especially against number 32, Gates, I've noticed, that's kind of her assignment there. But unfortunately, when Gates gets the ball, the weak side help comes in, and they're just aren't as tall, and so we kind of get trapped that way. But Gracie's doing a great job fronting Gates.
22-15, a 7-point lead. Lady Wildcats on top, 4:19 to play. Cannon Green with the basketball, dribbles in, penetrates, kicks the ball back out to Kamari launches a 3. It's in and out, no good. Emily Lindsay was in position for the rebound, just couldn't grab it. Goes out of bounds. 4:09 to play. First half, it has been a fast-paced ball game. We're just flying through the first half here. Our final regular season ball game of the season. 4 minutes, 3 seconds to play and counting here. Lady Wildcats currently on top, 22-15. With the basketball will come the Falcons. In the left corner, goes out to number 24. That'll be Bailey. Bailey nearly stripped of the ball, works the ball top of the circle. They cut her off. They work the ball right side over, goes some more. Maya Moore in the paint. She goes up for the shot. That's another travel. They're going to call a jump ball. either way, it's good defense. She puts the ball too high, and the Lady Wildcats just reach in and hold the ball and pull it down.
Yeah, she just kind of holds the ball at waist height, David, so it's not too hard to get your hand in there and stop her or prevent her from shooting.
22-15 is our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. They work the ball in for a shot, and Emily Lindsay commits the foul. The inbounds came in to Maya Moore, and she'll go to the free throw line. The clock is stopped, 3:41 to play. In a moment, Lee, we'll get your update on the Robertsville Lady Rams. They're in the state semifinals of the middle school state tournament, and they were leading big at halftime. We'll run down the scoring as well in that ball game here in a second when we get to halftime here, as the free throw is on its way. It's good. Robertsville looking good here. I think of all of us up here, the only Robertsville graduate is you, Neo. So you're, I'm sure, happy about your Lady Rams.
Represent.
Yeah, very proud, to say the least.
Here comes Oak Ridge after the made free throw. It's 22-17 the score. Lady Wildcats turn the ball over again. Their pressure is just harassing, and Lady Wildcats are going to try to slow things down. Oak Ridge just does not handle pressure well. We've seen it the last 2 or 3 ball games. These girls are so quick, too. Lady Wildcats. And Kamari just cannot do everything. As they get a baseline jumper up, hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kamari, and then she's fouled hard. Mark, is what I'm saying here. Kamari just cannot do everything, and that's what she's forced to do almost on every single ball game.
Yeah, I mean, we specifically talked about that in the Cleveland game, I believe. Wasn't Coach Taylor pretty upset that nobody else really helped her out?
Right. Lady Wildcats have the ball after the 16 foul called. Oak Ridge ball, Hope with it. Looks back door to Samaj. Samaj on the baseline. Harassed, trapped, double team, fires it over to Kamari. Launches a three. It's on its way. Good! 3-point shot by Kamari. She's got 20 first half points. Thank goodness. She has 20 of our 25. Here come the Lady Falcons. Coast to coast, too easy. Press was working early, Mark, but it is not working right now. They are cutting right through it.
Yeah, Renisha Gates now has 12 for the Falcons, David. They just don't have a great answer for her when
Here comes Kamari driving in. She's going to be fouled. Coach Howe can't believe it. He better watch it or he's going to be teed up here. That is the 7th team foul called against the Lady Falcons. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to play here in the first half. Kamari Mitchell's team will go to the free throw line. She'll have one in the bonus here. 58% free throw shooter on the year. She is
6 of 6.
6 of 6 from the line. She misfires there. Rebounded to Fulton. Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor. Got to slow them down here. Lady Wildcats had a couple waiting for them down the other end of the floor because they're so quick. As they work the ball in, there's a blocked shot by Kamari. Taken on the floor by Samaj to Hope Holt. The ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Falcon. They missed another one. These guys are bad. I don't think they're being biased, but that was definitely off the Lady Falcon. But we have a better view because we're above the floor and we can see it, but very poor call there. 2:07 to play. Here comes the trap set on Fulton, and they're going to work out of it and work the ball in for an easy layup. Pressure's not working. 2 minutes to play, and the Lady Wildcat lead is cut to 4. 25-21 the score. Coach Howe really fired up, trying to get his troops going here as Oak Ridge leads it 25-21. Oak Ridge basketball. Samaj with it. Dribbles in, trying to attack this 2-3 zone, which we do not do well at all. Here comes Oak Ridge's Hope Holt. She's got to penetrate in. That's what you have to do against the zone. You got to penetrate. Can't make Kamari just do everything. And she puts up another shot, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Got to get back on defense, too. Fulton in the rear court, and they throw the ball away. The Oak Ridge basketball, and they got that one right. Minute 26 to play first half. Oak Ridge on top, 25-21. Girls action here from Fulton High School. Streaming live on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel, on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15 as well. Lady Wildcat basketball, 5-second count was on Samaj. She backs it up, still on her. She breaks through. They can't call a 5 there. Kamari for 3 again. No good. One and done for the Lady Wildcats. Pulling down the rebound is Maya Moore. She's going coast to coast with it. We're just too slow down the floor. Here's a rebound by Kamari to Emily, and she throws the ball too loosely. It's taken away by the Lady Falcons. What a mad scramble basketball game. They have the ball in the corner, inside for the shot. No good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats got to push it when they can. Hope's going to bring it across the way to Kamari. Kamari Mitchell-Seen with 42 seconds to play. Goes to the hole. No good. She's got to be getting tired. Never comes out of the ball game. Scores all the points. Gets all the rebounds. Does everything, especially against these quick teams. Lady Wildcats down the floor. Can't slow the Falcons down without committing a foul. 31 seconds to play. You've got to get other people involved here. The pressure worked in the first quarter, Mark. It is not working here in the second quarter.
No, and this is a very fast-paced game, David. I don't see how both teams can keep up this pace for the entire team. I think they're going to be really enjoying their halftime break.
31.5 seconds to play here. Lady Wildcat lead is 25-22. They've led by as many as 10. Haven't been able to get anything done defensively, and nobody else is scoring. Here comes Oak Ridge, no pressure. They're getting set up in the 2-3 zone. That has been a problem all season long for the Lady Wildcats. Carnes gave Oak Ridge fits with a 2-3 zone. Now everybody, they share tapes with one another, and they see that Oak Ridge is not very good at it. 25-23 the score. With the basketball, Oak Ridge going for the final shot here. This gives a chance for some of the Lady Wildcats to get a little bit of a breather because there was hardly any stoppage of play. Hope around a screen, works the ball to Gracie. Gracie goes up with a shot, no good. Battles for the rebound. 1 second. They get a shot off. No, they're going to call a foul in the act of shooting a three. Surely not. And if that's the case, they're going to go to the free throw line. They are. Foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge, and that's going to give them 3 free throws with no time on the clock. There was no reason to try to block that one right there. They were not going to hit a midcourt shot. Free throw is up, no good. 25-23 the score. She'll have 2 more here as we've hit the halftime mark on the clock. 25-23 the score. Back to the free throw line. Fulton. Free throw good. Made good by Anaya Matthews. That's her first point. Going to tie it right here if she knocks down this free throw. It's good, and we are tied. So we have reached halftime here. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Falcons tied at 25 apiece. Mark, good first quarter for the Lady Wildcats. Second quarter, not so much. Defensively, the Lady Wildcats couldn't stop their drives, couldn't stop their inside play, and nobody else is contributing on the offensive side except Kamari, as you'll run down in the stats here in a bit.
Yeah, other than Kamari and Samaj, the only other, Gracie's taken one shot there at the very end, and Hope Holt took a shot earlier. Other than that, no one's even attempted a shot, David.
Let's take a break here. Let's send it back to Brian Bennett back in the studios. It'll be the Lady Wildcats and Lady Falcons tied at 25 apiece. Take a break. We'll send it back to Brian. We'll be back to Fulton High School in 3 minutes.
Lady Rams defeat Charlotte to advance to the state final for the second year in a row. They would play winner Martin and Gatlinburg. They'll do that for just a bit.
Mic off?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. We are back here at the Fulton High School gym. And Lee, you've got a scoring update, I believe, of the Robertsville Middle School ball game.
Yeah, David, Oak Ridge fans are going to be very happy to hear this. The Lady Rams have defeated Charlotte 51-14 to advance to the state championship game for the second year in a row. That game will be played tomorrow at Stewart's Creek High School. They will play the winner of the Martin and Gatlinburg Pittman game. So that game will be at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow at Stewart's Creek High School.
So congratulations go out to the Lady Rams and Coach Aaron McGinnis, head coach of the Lady Rams of Robertsville. Mark, we're at halftime here. Lady Wildcats had an excellent first quarter. Second quarter, not so great. We are tied 25-25 apiece.
Thank you very much. A leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats is Kamari Mitchell-Steen. No surprise there. She has 20 points in the first half. She's 6 of 15 from the field, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Also scoring for Lady Wildcats, Samaj Clark. She's added 5 points for Lady Wildcats. She's 2 of 6 from the field. As a team, the Lady Wildcats were 8 of 23 from the field. They were 5 of 12 from two-point land, 3 of 11 from beyond the three-point line, and they were 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Fulton Lady Falcons, they were led by Renisha Gates. She has 12 points in the ball game, 6 of 8 from the field. With 5 points, Jemiah Simmons, 1 of 2 from three-point land, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Maya Moore. She's 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points by Sammy Taylor. She's 1 of 6 from the field. 2 points also for Anaya Matthews. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. So as a team, the Lady Falcons were 9 of 22 from the field. They were 8 of 20 from two-point land, 1 of 2 from beyond the the three-point line. And they were 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats started out very well in the first quarter, outscoring the Lady Falcons 8-9, but then the Lady Falcons came back, outscoring the Lady Wildcats 16-7 in the second quarter to tie it up at 25. Again, this is Mark Hayes, along with David Clary. David?
Thanks a lot. 25-25 our score. Neo?
Our sponsors for tonight's game include Mortgage Investors Group, ORTHO Tennessee, TN Bank, Fox Insurance Group, and the Oak Ridge Utility District. We also have a special sponsor tonight, Mike the Wild Man Sheehan. Mike played football and ran track for Oak Ridge in the 1960s and is a huge supporter of Oak Ridge athletics. Mike is also a longtime contributor to our broadcasts, first on WATO and now on WIJV, prepradio.com, and our live stream. We thank Mike for his contribution that helped make tonight's game and other games possible this season. We would also like to thank Ronnie and Becky Hayes, who have traditionally supported this game, but will sponsor the first rounds of the District 3 tournament. Thank you for all your support over the years.
Thanks a lot, Neo. 25-25 is our score here at the halfway mark. My name is David Clary, along with Mark Hayes, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, along with Lee Wexler. And we will be broadcasting the Robertsville ball game tomorrow from Stewart's Creek High School. That'll be a 10 o'clock ball game Central Time, 11 Eastern Time. We'll stream it on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. We'll also have it on prepradio.com. Yeah, it's not too often you get a chance to go to a state championship game back-to-back years, but this Lady Ram team is loaded with legacy players. I talked about this, just to name a few, and I'm going to forget some people, but T. Higgins' niece, Zayana Stewart, is on this team. That's Kiki Stewart, our all-time leading scorer's daughter. Adrian Porter, a finalist for Mr. Football and Mr. Basketball. His daughter's on this team. Shannon Porter, who played for the 1996 state tournament team. His daughter's on this team, and I'm just going to go on. I'm going to forget some people, but it's a great basketball team, and they'll be in action tomorrow, and we'll have the game from Stewart's Creek High School beginning at 11 o'clock Eastern Time on YouTube and prepradio.com. 25-25 our score. We'll be back with the second half in 2 minutes. Thanks a lot. We are back here at Fulton High School here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. And we are underway here once again with the Lady Wildcats with the basketball first as we work the ball right side. Now here's a steal, just taken on the floor by the Lady Falcons. They can take their first lead. No good. Foul is going to be called against the Lady Wildcats. 7:46 to play. Too many turnovers here for the Lady Wildcats against their pressure. 25-25 our score. 5 minutes, 46 seconds to play here. It'll be Fulton going to the free throw line. It's not the greatest situation to broadcast from as they put the shot up. Good. Fulton has the lead by 1, 26-21. Oak Ridge at one time, Mark, had a 10-point lead.
Yeah, they did, David. Obviously, in the first quarter, when we outscored them 18-9, there's a lane violation by Fulton not called.
Down the floor with the basketball, as I'm looking for my roster here, comes the Lady Wildcats down 27-25. Where the basketball will come Oak Ridge. Wildcats on the baseline. Samaj Clark comes cross court to Kamari. Kamari drives in, pulls up just inside the paint. Good. I'm glad Kamari Mitchell-Steen's a Lady Wildcat, Mark, because right now, as there's going to be a travel, pretty good defense that time by Hope Holt and Cannon Green. 27-27 our score, 7 minutes, 23 seconds to play here in the third period. Typical Oak Ridge Fulton ball game, close and tight. These games are good for the district tournament as Oak Ridge works it in to Samaj Clark. Samaj is going to dribble in, cannot shoot, looks for help, throws the ball away. Just kind of lazily try to give it off to Kamari, and Kamari blocks the shot, gets the rebound, and then a late whistle. The contact was made and probably should have been a foul, and then the play went on, and then a foul was indeed called. 7 minutes, 13 seconds to play. 27-27 is our score. Fulton to the line, shot is no good. Missed shot by Matthews. How many fouls is that on Kamari?
That's her second.
Okay, so we're okay there. And they'll go back to the free throw line. Once again, Matthews looks at the toss. Short. No good. Rebound. Samaj had it. She's tied up. She's in a lot of trouble. Gives it over to Hope. Lady Wildcats coming down the floor. Kamari outside the line. Penetrates the paint. Goes in for a little three-footer. It's too strong. No good. Good rebound by Emily Lindsay. And she's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. 27-27 is our score. 7 minutes to play here in the third period. Lady Wildcats have got to get more out of Samaj for sure. I mean, I know we count on her to score probably in double digits every ball game as Oak Ridge misfires on the free throw. Emily will go back to the free throw line. I don't believe Emily has scored in this one as she goes to the line for her second attempt. 27-27 the score. Toss on its way up there. She missed them both. Long rebound. Fulton. Lady Falcon basketball. Lady Wildcats going to get back on defense. Here they come. Down the right side. They don't shoot well from the outside, but they've just penetrated. Most of their points, Mark, have come in the paint. They're just going inside.
Yeah, they're just 1 of 2 from beyond the three-point line. Now they're 2 of 3.
Until I say that, then they launch one and they hit it. It's a three-point shot, and they lead by 3. 30-27 the score. Hope with the basketball. Here goes to Cannon Green. Penetrates. No place to go. Throws the ball up high. Saved by Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats have got to be more active against this 2-3 zone as Cannon almost walks, gives it in to Kamari. Kamari dribbles in, pulls up, 5-footer is no good. Emily had the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by, I guess, the Lady Wildcats will get it. It'll be Fulton as they'll work the ball in. Hope will try to work it in. Works it into Samaj. They give her a 3. Tie game. No good. Rebound to the Lady Falcons. Lady Wildcats have got to do a little less standing around and try to rebound. As they get a shot off, it is no good somehow. Rebound Oak Ridge. Kamari comes out of there with it. One-on-one. Kamari gives it off to Hope. Hope goes back to Kamari. One too many extra passes right there. I think probably one of them should have just gone ahead and taken it in, and the Lady Wildcats turned the ball over. It was almost a pretty good fast break. We've got 5 minutes and 58 seconds and counting. 30-27, Fulton in the lead. It'll be, once again, the Lady Falcons against Oak Ridge's pressure. It worked pretty easily in the first quarter. This time they break it. The Wildcats gamble as Emily commits a personal foul, trying to slow down number 23. I honestly believe, I know they're quick, but I think we're going to have to get some size inside, Mark.
Yeah, I think that we did better at stopping the inside game when we had Gracie Herring in there.
Free throw is no good. Fulton by 3, 30-27. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play as we play here at Fulton High School. Streaming the game live on YouTube. We're on prepradio.com and FM 92.7. Both free throws miss. They get the rebound, and they'll set up their offense once again. Rebounding has been an issue. They're just so quick, much quicker than we are. They launched a 3, no good. There's a rebound for Samaj Clark. Got to be patient. They're not pressuring you, so don't turn the ball over. Here's a pass over to Cannon Green. Cannon in the corner. Gives it over to Hope. Hope drives right elbow, shoots from there. It's up good. Nice shot there by Hope. Her first 2 points, the Lady Wildcats trail by 1. And then down the floor, they're going to turn the ball over. They would have had a layup. The Lady Wildcats were not back on defense. Here's Hope driving in, waiting, driving, giving it off to Cannon. She guns a 10-footer. Good. Back-to-back little jumpers from the left elbow. And just like that, the Lady Wildcats have the lead. 31-30 the score. Here comes Fulton weaving through the traffic. They've got a 3 again. Good. 3-point shot from the right corner by Simmons. And back the other way will come Oak Ridge, trailing by 2. 33-31 the score. Lady Wildcats. Cannon Green dribbles in. Stops. Trapped. Fires it out high to Hope Holt. They've got Kamari here. Give it to her. Let her launch a 3. She does. It's good. 3-point shot. Kamari Mitchell-Steen, and she's got 25 points. Lady Wildcats back on top, 34-33. Blowing past our defense. Once again comes number 4. I just don't think that's a charge. It's got to be something. Missed shot on its way. Good. Wildcats don't have enough bulk inside. Nothing against Emily Lindsay, but I think Gracie, honestly, would be much a better matchup against the Gates girl. Lady Wildcats down by a point. 35-34 the score.
Trying to come in.
Hope with the basketball. Here comes Cannon in the corner. She's in a lot of trouble. Weaves through the traffic, throws the ball away. Lady Wildcats turn the ball over, force it, and the Wildcats steal it right back with Hope. Here it goes to Kamari, drives in for the shot. Good! And she's fouled. Count the bucket. And with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to play, actually 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 3 seconds to play, Oak Ridge has the lead again, 36-35. To the free throw line will go Kamari. Kamari on pace for a record-setting night. 27 points already for Kamari Mitchell-Steen. 27 of our 36. Somebody else has got to play. Missed free throw, though. And you can't falter. That's nearly a double dribble. Here they come down the floor. With it will come Sammy Taylor. Taylor dribbles in against Gracie. Shot is up. Good. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, trailing again by 1. 37-36 to score. With the basketball will come Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats facing the 2-3 zone has been their nemesis all season long. Hope with it, left side. Corner, Samaj, 3-pointer in the corner. Shot is no good. Rebound tracked down by the Falcons. Lady Falcon basketball. Matthews dribbles the ball across the line. Sets it out, number 2. She's already hit a couple. Misses this one. Rebound to Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcat basketball. Hope Holt with it. Running the floor right down the middle against the defense. Dribbles in. All the way to the left block. Kicks the ball back out. Cannon Green for 3. They need it. She missed it. Rebounded by Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Lady Wildcats trailing 37-36. Kamari dribbles in. Kamari drives. Kamari shoots. No good. Rebounded back by Kamari. Stripped of the ball. Saved by Hope. Inside for Samaj. Shot good. Lady Wildcats score. Samaj has 7, and Oak Ridge leads again by 1. 38-37 the score. Here comes the Falcons down the floor. Dribbling in, penetrating all the way in against our zone. No good. Gracie Heron on the rebound. Lady Wildcats wanting to run. Here's Hope down the middle of the floor. Hope Holt about to be stripped of the ball if she doesn't watch it. Gets some communications from her teammates. Here's Cannon driving. No place to go. Throws a weak pass out here. It's knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. She got trapped down there and just was trying to get rid of it. The pass was good, but she just didn't have enough on him. We're lucky it got knocked out by Fulton.
Yeah, we are lucky, David. That pass needed a lot more zip on it to get it there faster.
Lady Wildcat basketball, 2:33 to play, 38-37. Hope works the ball right side, Lauren Hart. Lauren dribbles in, goes inside of Hope, inside Gracie, little 5-footer, good. Gracie Herring knocks it down, and the Lady Wildcats have the lead by 3. 40-37 the score. Here they come down the floor. Lady Wildcats setting up their half-court defense at midcourt. I don't know if that's the wisest. They're so much quicker than us. There's a missed shot, rebounded to Oak Ridge's Kamari, and saved by Lauren. Lauren Hart's going to get a layup. Here she goes. Waits, gives it into Kamari for the shot. No good. Draws the foul. Lauren's got to take that shot. I mean, she's got to take that shot. Luckily, Kamari was trailing her all the way, and we'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, she did a great pump fake, David. Got the defender up in the air, and then there was a clean sailing for her, but unfortunately, she just gave it off to Kamari. I agree with you. She's got to take that shot.
Here comes Kamari at the free throw line. Toss, good. Lady Wildcat lead is back up to 4. 41-37, 2:01 to play here in the third period here at Fulton. The boys game will follow here on YouTube, FM 92.7, FM 94.7. That free throw is missed. Rebounded by the Falcons. Got to get back on defense. Coast to coast, number 2, throws the ball away. Off a foot. It's a kickball. It'll be their basketball right in front of their bench. Tyler Howell's assistant coach, Tony Cooper, and Adrian Tate, the assistant coaches. Here comes Fulton setting up their offense. A minute 53 to play. We're in the third period here at Fulton High School. They dribble in. Pretty good defense that time. Number 2 continues to shoot from that corner. She missed it. Rebound. Oak Ridge had it. Saved by the Falcons. Here comes Fulton setting it up once again. Nearly a takeaway by Hope. She drives in. Shot is no good. Great rebound by Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Here come the Lady Wildcats. Samaj Clark. One dribble off the glass. Shot. Good. Samaj Clark scores her 9th point, and the Lady Wildcats lead is 6. 43-37 the score. Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor. With the basketball will come Simmons. She kicks the ball to the left corner. Over it goes to Moore. Maya Moore backs it up with a slow pass. Over it goes to Bailey. A little bit more patient, working against Oak Ridge's zone. They work the ball outside the line to number 3. That'll be McCoy. They work the ball inside. Here's a shot, partially rejected. Shot is good, and a foul call against Oak Ridge. Trying to block it from the backside. They had already gotten too deep in penetration there. And I think the foul is going to go against Kamari, I believe.
Samaj.
It's going to go against Samaj. I stand corrected. It'll be Fulton going to the free throw line. Oak Ridge on top, 43-39. A minute 4 to play in the third period. 4 points in the ball game for this young lady. She knocks it down. Taylor. And the Lady Wildcat lead is 3 once again, so they cut it in half. 43-40 the score, under a minute to play in the third period. With the basketball once again will come the Lady Wildcats. Kamari Mitchell-Steen dribbling, driving. Kamari inside to Gracie. Gracie has the ball ripped out of her hand, saved by the Falcons, and they turn the ball back over. The Oak Ridge ball. Gracie's got to shoot it, too. I mean, if she's down there, she's got to get that shot. As the Lady Wildcats, I think this pressure is just really harassed. They just don't like it, to be honest with you, as Oak Ridge prepares to work it in. Lady Wildcats don't get it in time, and then they're going to call a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against number 23, Sammy Taylor. That'll be the team foul number 4 called against the Falcons.
Third for her.
It'll be her third foul. Oak Ridge ball. To work the ball in, Kamari gets the shot, good. Kamari Mitchell-Steen off the glass, and she's got 30 points already. 45-40, a 5-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. Here they come down the floor, the Falcons moving away from us as we broadcast from the Crow's Nest up here at Fulton High School. Launching a 3, knocking down a 3. She's been open on the corners all night, and Simmons knocks down at least her third 3. And just like that, we've got a 2-point game. Her fourth 3. Got to come up and guard her. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, playing for the final shot, leading by 2. 45-43 the score. Kamari Mitchell-Steen with 12 seconds. Final shot about to be taken. Here's Kamari dribbling around a screen. Kamari dribbles, drives, goes in for the shot. She's fouled and will shoot free throws. Coach Allen not happy. 4.2 seconds to play. I would send everybody back in the rear court. Don't even try to guard him in the rear court here. She'll have 2 shots. As soon as she attempts that first one, I would send the rest of the girls all the way back. Kamari to the free throw line. Toss, good. 31 points for Kamari Mitchell-Steen. 4.2 seconds to play. 46-43 the score. Kamari back to the line, trying to give Oak Ridge a 4-point lead once again. Toss, no good. Rebound, Gracie Herron. Gracie Herron with 3. Looked like she had her shot blocked as the third quarter comes to a close. So we played 3 quarters of basketball here at Fulton High School. What a game we've got going here. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 46-43, and we'll be back on the radio in 60 seconds. Will you tweet that out?
Question, can we make the font smaller?
Got the password 9286. Just go to drafts and you'll see the third quarter one. We need some pictures too if you get a chance. I know it's hard, but where it says third quarter, someplace. Yeah. Yes.
It is page Taylor.
What's that? And we are back here at Fulton High School, the fourth and final quarter. The way this one's going, Mark, though, we could have some extra periods in this one.
Yeah, it's just back and forth, David. The Lady Wildcats, after being outscored 16-7 in the second quarter, come out and outscore the Lady Falcons 21-18 in the third quarter.
And we're underway once again. The Falcons have the ball first. Got to watch number 2, wherever she might be. She has just really knocked down big-time shots here. Oak Ridge by 3, 7:45 to play here in the ball game as they launch a 3 from the corner. It's partially rejected. It's pinned between the rim and the backboard, so Oak Ridge will get it on the alternate possession. 7:34 to play in the ball game. The clock is still moving, though. Who's keeping the clock there? Coach Black's keeping the clock. 7.5 minutes to play. Oak Ridge in the lead, 46-43. Pretty good crowd here. They've got a ton of students here for no social distancing and not allowing students in the gym. They've got a pretty good student section here as the Lady Wildcats have the basketball up by 3. 46-43 the score with the basketball. Hope Holt works the ball. Lauren Hart to the left corner goes Samaj Clark. Samaj goes inside, throws the ball, intending it for Gracie. Then Kamari steals it. Kamari gets a layup and scores. Kamari Mitchell-Steen knocks it in, and she now has a total of 33 points, and Oak Ridge leads by 5, 48-43, 7 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in the ball game. Their basketball, number 4 with it, backs it up. Oak Ridge playing his own here. As they work the ball in, bounce past top of the circle, they launch a 3. It looks short. It's no good. Got to get the rebound. Gracie's got to be aggressive. Ball's loose on the floor, and then a timeout is asked for by the Falcons. Mark, what a game. Back and forth. It's a prize fight down there.
It really is, and it's fast-paced too, David. It's up and down the floor, as we said earlier. You know, I don't know if all these players will be able to make it at this pace for the entire fourth quarters, but I haven't seen either team slow down at all so far.
48-43, the Wildcats in the lead. I think Oak Ridge's biggest lead, Mark, was 10. I believe it was 17-7 at one point in the ball game.
That sounds right.
And I think their biggest lead was 3. I think they hit a 3. So it's been kind of a back and forth affair here. Lee Wexler's here. Lee, what happened over in Middle Tennessee today?
Well, the Robertsville Lady Rams won their game 51-14. They're going to play for the state championship tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern at Stewart's Creek High School against the winner of Martin and Gatlinburg-Pittman, David.
Maybe we'll try to find out a score on that ball game to see who's going to win that one. I know Gatlinburg-Pittman played Robertsville in the sectional, and Robertsville won that game. I think it was 68-14. So I'm guessing Martin will be the team, but you never know. 6 minutes, 53 seconds to play as the Falcons get the ball once again. Lady Wildcats by 5 on defense here. A little bit more aggressive on Simmons now, and she works the ball. Over goes to the top of the circle. They drive in. Good defense by Hope. She still shoots. No good. Not a great shot. Rebounded again by the Falcons, and they're going to call a foul against Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Kamari's got all the rebounds. She's got most of the points. And we have just got to do a better job on the glass here. They have got a big post player. That is the 4th team foul. Here's a steal by Kamari. No surprise there. Lady Wildcats, Kamari coast to coast. Quick on quick to the hole. No good. Draws the foul. Kamari Mitchell-Steen is simply amazing, Mark Hayes.
She really is, David. What's the status of her and being nominated for Miss Tennessee basketball?
She was not a finalist, unfortunately. We found out yesterday. As Kamari goes to the free throw line, tosses up. No good. 58% free throw shooter. Back to the free throw line will go Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Goes to the line one more time. 48-43. Tosses up. Good. Knocks it down. And Kamari coming into this game, well, she's gone over it tonight. She's got over 1,800 points in her career. Here comes the Falcons with the basketball. Top of the circle. 6:19 to play. They drive in for a shot. No good. And then a late whistle is going to be called against The Lady Wildcats late whistle. It's going to go against Gracie. I'm not sure. That's the guy who's been blowing the whistles late on this one. 49-43 the score. Two closer officials as they go to the free throw line with number 11. Free throw clang off the iron, no good. Missed by Maya Moore. She's a freshman player. 6-point Oak Ridge lead. She's got 4 points in the ball game. 6:15 to play in the ball game. Second toss, clang again. But who's got the rebound? Samaj to Hope Hole. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Hope cross court. Kamari. Kamari spins, drives all the way to the hole. No good. Good drive though. Ball's loose on the floor. Big battle for it. It's going to be a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow to the Lady Falcons. 6:03 to play. 49-43 Oak Ridge by 6. It'll be Fulton with the basketball coming down the floor. My name is David Clary, along with Mark Haste, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, Lee Wexler, and Neo Tate. Brian Bennett's back in the studios of FM 92.7. The boys' game will follow. Hope you'll stay tuned for that as the Falcons set up their offense. Number 2 again for 3. This one's short. Rebound, out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Luckily, their shots have not been falling. I just think, and this is nothing against Emily Lindsay, but I just think with Gracie in there, it just creates less room for anybody to work inside.
Yeah, it does, David. I mean, the Lady Falcons have not scored in the 2.5 minutes so far in the fourth quarter.
Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Lauren Hart with the basketball. A lot of trouble. Samaj at the free throw line. Looks, no place to go. Has to back it up. Lady Wildcats once again driving. Samaj with it. Off the glass shot. No good. She's called for a travel. Travel called against Samaj. Took that little extra step. Lady Wildcats turned the ball over. I don't fault her. At least she was trying to be aggressive and trying to score.
Yeah, I mean, I with you, David, I applaud her for that.
Here come the Lady Falcons outside the line. Good defense by Kamari on number 23, Sammy Taylor. They've got a couple really fast freshmen. Number 2's once again let free. She shoots from the elbow. Shot is no good. Great rebounding position for the Lady Falcons, but Oak Ridge is there to get on a deflection. Hope coming down the middle of the floor. Spins all the way through. Kicks the ball back out to Kamari. There's Samaj Clark for 3. They need it. She nailed it. 3-point shot. Samaj Clark. She's got a total of 12 points, and Oak Ridge leads by 9 points. 52-43, 4 minutes, 41 seconds to play. Here's the lob. Here's the shot. It's good. Off the glass once again it goes to Sammy Taylor. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Hope Holt with the basketball. Slowly up the floor comes Kamari. Hope she's okay. She's probably just dead tired, Mark, as she's the last person down the floor. 4 minutes, 22 to play. I would stay back in that zone until they guard me.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a little bit of a lead. Catch your breath. I mean, I'm not saying going into the stall, but catch your breath.
Lady Wildcat basketball. Backdoor play goes to Cannon. Saved by Samaj. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound Falcons. Here comes the Lady Falcons, but the Lady Wildcats, Kamari Mitchell-Steen steals it. Here come the Lady Wildcats back the other way. 3:55 to play. Oh, great pass. Hope Holt shoots it up there. Good. Hope's got 4, and the Lady Wildcats have a 9-point lead once again. 54-45 the score. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the ball game. Here come the Falcons down the floor. With the basketball comes Simmons. She drives to the right. Stripped to the ball by Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Here comes Kamari, coast to coast, off the glass. The shot is up. Good. Another bucket by Kamari. 36 points and a timeout is asked for. Biggest lead of the night for the Lady Wildcats. 56-45 our score. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back to Fulton in 60 seconds. Thanks a lot. We are back here at Fulton High School. Mark Hayes, Lady Wildcats just all of a sudden have built up an 11-point lead.
Just great fury of basketball there by the Lady Wildcats so far here in the fourth quarter, David.
Appreciate our sponsors for tonight's game, including the Wild Man, Mike Sheehan, Oak Ridge football and track participant. His family has sponsored this ball game for the last several years. His sister and brother-in-law, Becky and Ronnie Hayes, but they're going to be sponsoring our district tournament ball games. As the Falcons nearly turned the ball over, they get a shot off. Good, though. Inside it goes off the glass by Sammy Taylor. Oak Ridge by 9. 3 minutes to play in the ball game, but the Wild Man sponsoring our ball games tonight here at Fulton. Oak Ridge ball, Samaj to Hope. Hope dribbles, gives it off. Lauren Hart for 3. It's going to be short. Rebound to the Falcons. Back on defense. The Wildcats have got to get back down the floor. They kick it out. Not a 3. A shot is on its way. No good. Got to get in better position to rebound. Cannon Green battles. Loose on the floor. Quick whistle on a jump ball. We'll take it because it's our ball. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to play in the ball game. Oak Ridge trying to end a 2-game losing streak, albeit to some of the better teams in the state. But they've, like Coach Taylor and Coach Green wanted, Mark, though, they got the games to get ready for the tournament as Oak Ridge turns the ball over. Wildcats are in too much of a hurry here, and they're up by 9 points right now, but they're getting the games they want. Oh! Almost all ball there. They're going to call the block on Kamari, but they're getting the games they wanted to get them ready for tournament time.
Yeah, they are, David. I mean, finishing with Cleveland and then Fulton. I mean, just fantastic competition for both the girls and the boys.
Catholic, too. Yeah, Catholic was a tough opponent. 56-47, 2:22 to play. Oak Ridge in the lead. The boys' game will follow. Free throws up. Good. Made good by Sammy Taylor. This girl's only a freshman, Mark.
Wow, she handles the ball really well. I noticed her in warm-ups.
Free throws missed. Rebound Cannon. Cannon Green gives it off to Kamari. Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Don't necessarily need to, but Samaj takes it strong. No good. Gets her own rebound. No good. Does draw the foul. One thing, and I'll say that, one thing that Oak Ridge does not do well, and that is pull the air out of the game. They are terrible, really, at stalling. They're on attack mode all the time, but sometimes I wish they would. As Samaj goes to the free throw line, she is a really good free throw shooter. Percentage-wise, she knocks that one down. I believe she's right at 80% on the year. I've lost my stat sheet again. And she hits the first one. Back to the second shot. She is exactly an 80% free throw shooter as the timeout is asked for. 2:14 to play. The Wildcats, Lady Wildcats back up by 10, 58-48. Wow, Mark, what an exciting ball game.
It really is. I mean, hope everyone's enjoying it on the stream because this is exciting, as they always are. I mean, David, even the game when T. Higgins was a senior and they won by 50, that was still a very exciting game.
Yeah. Lee, your thoughts on the ball game to this point?
Well, I think Oak Ridge wasn't maybe doing the great of a job on that 3-2 or 2-3 scheme offensively, but it looks like they've maybe been able to tire Fulton out a little bit because it's been very fast. And Oak Ridge on top by 10 here late here in the game.
I'm going to do something I've never done. Christian never talks on the air. Christian, your thoughts on how exciting this game has been?
I mean, it's been pretty exciting. I usually don't. I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of basketball, but this has been very interesting, I guess.
That's a good way to put it. And I think that's Christian's first words on the air in the 2 years that he's helped us here. So thank you, Christian. We finally, the people out there, the masses have wanted to hear your voice for the last 2 years.
Hello.
Lady Wildcats in the lead by 10, 58-48. We got Neo Tate down on the floor now doing camera work. They're just going to roll the ball up the floor. I'd stay back. They're too quick. Now they'll get Lauren up there to defend, but they're so quick. If you come up on them, they're going to run right past you.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just it doesn't really behoove the Lady Wildcats to get out of their zone there.
Good play there by Oak Ridge, knocking the ball off the body of one of the Lady Falcons, who's a little slow to get up. I think she's okay. She's played well. I mean, both teams haven't substituted a ton of players in this ballgame, and this has been a track meet nonstop the whole ballgame. They've got to be dead tired.
Oh, I'm sure they are, David. We talked about it. I mean, this is just a very fast-paced game. Obviously, both teams in really good physical condition.
Lady Wildcats with the ball. 2 minutes to play. Here comes Oak Ridge breaking the press. Kamari Mitchell-Steen backs it up. Now she drives in, penetrates, kicks the ball back out to Samaj Clark. Minute 53 to play. Kamari for three. Good. Three-point shot. Kamari Mitchell-Steen, and she's got 39 points, and that equals her career high. 61-48 the score. She set that against Anderson County earlier this year. They get a shot blocked. Rebounded by the Falcons. Saved by number 23. She scores good. Off the glass goes Sammy Taylor, and Oak Ridge's lead is 11. 61-50 the score. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. A minute 27 to play in the ballgame. Samaj with it. Gets it across the line to Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats kick it out. Kamari had a three, dribbles right, gives it into Cannon. She launches the shot, no good. Rebound Kamari, and she backs it up wisely. Minute 12 to play in the ballgame. 61-50, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Under Coach Paige Taylor, the Lady Wildcats have not lost 3 games consecutively in a season. They're a minute away from continuing that streak here. Here's Hope driving. No place to go but back. Gives it into Samaj. Samaj drives. Samaj shoots. Samaj Clark off the glass scores. And the Lady Wildcats have the lead by 13, their biggest lead of the day. 63-50 the score. They've got a three. They launch a three. It's up. It's off the rim. No good. Green on the rebound to Kamari. 41 seconds to play. The Lady Wildcats want more. Didn't need it. They turned the ball over. Back the other way will come the Lady Falcons. Maya Moore, coast to coast. What's the call? Personal foul against Cannon Green. 33.2 seconds to play. The Lady Wildcats on top 63-50. Robertsville won their middle school semifinal round ball game. They're playing for the state championship tomorrow. 11 o'clock Eastern time at Stewart's Creek High School against either Gallenberg-Pittman or Martin. We'll try to find an opponent before we go off the air. We will stream the game live from Nashville. Actually, I guess it's more like Smyrna, as Lee says. 63-51. The Lady Wildcats 33 seconds away from their 18th win, closing out the regular season here at Fulton High School. Back to the free throw line. Toss, no good. Rebound, Fulton. Right back up. They get a three-point trip. If she hits the shot, they do not. Ball's rebounded by the Falcons. They drive in, get another shot up. Good. That girl can play some basketball. That is Sammy Taylor, and they call a timeout. We are here at Fulton High School. 23 seconds to play. Oak Ridge by 10. 63-53 over the Lady Falcons. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What's that? Yes.
We are back here. We appreciate you listening or watching our broadcast. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Our next broadcast of Oak Ridge High School basketball, our next broadcast will be from Stewart's Creek High School tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. But our next high school ball game will be a week from tonight when the Lady Wildcats host either Anderson County, Clinton, or Campbell County at the district tournament. Tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. One game only at the Wildcat Arena next Friday night. The boys will play 7 o'clock on Saturday, and that bracket is yet to be determined. Hope's got to have to work the ball in, has to call a timeout. Good defense by the Fulton Falcons. You know, it's scary. You know, we've got to play these young ladies every year. Most of these girls are young. They do not play many seniors. In fact, as I look on their roster, Matthews is the only senior on the roster. The rest are either freshmen or sophomores for the most part. We gotta play these young ladies for the next several years.
And Matthews only has 2 points in the ball game, David. That's just from the free throw line where she's 2 of 5. So, you know, I've been impressed with number 23, Sammy Taylor, number 32, obviously, Renisha Gates, and number 2. What a shooter she is. She got 14 points.
Lee, is this a camera person's nightmare to have to do it from the end zone above the floor?
Well, I mean, it is tough from the angle we're at. I mean, this near corner it's tough to get this near corner, and sometimes you have to zoom out, zoom in, and hopefully it's not that bad if you're watching this on YouTube. So we're trying to do the best we can.
It'll be the Lady Wildcats trying to work it in, and here it comes into Samaj. Samaj to Cannon. Cannon Green is fouled. 21 seconds to play. That'll be team foul number 8 against the Lady Falcons, and Cannon Green will go to the line. This is the final game of the year, Mark. Cannon has only been to the free throw line 4 times all season. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Puts it up there, no good. But who's got the rebound? Kamari Mitchell-Steen, and she's fouled, and she'll shoot some free throws. And Coach Howell not happy because somehow Kamari rolls in there, and she can score her 40th point and maybe her 41st point of the ball game here with 19 seconds to play. She's never scored 40. We've only had a few girls score 40. She misfires on it, and I'm hoping I'm not jinxing her here. 19.5 seconds. Oak Ridge headed for a victory here. Up 10, 63-53. Kamari shoots. Good. She's got 40 points in the ball game. Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor. 18 seconds to play. Dribbling coast to coast with it. Will come Taylor. Pulls up, shoots. Shot is no good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Samaj has it. And they're just going to run it out here. The Lady Wildcats are going to defeat the Lady Falcons of Fulton High School by a final score of 64-53. So the Lady Wildcats close out the regular season with an 18-4 record. They are the District 3 champions. They now have an opportunity to take a break. They'll have a full week off before their next ball game, and they need it. Very little depth on the Lady Wildcats team, Mark, and they need some time off, and I'm sure Coach Taylor will give them some time off.
Yeah, I would imagine so, David. It's a really tough games here lately. As you said, Catholic, Cleveland, and now Fulton. So great game tonight for the Lady Wildcats.
Final score of the ball game, Oak Ridge wins at 64-53. We'll speak to Coach Taylor. We'll look at the final stats here, and we'll do a whole lot more. Oak Ridge wins at 64-53. We'll be back on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. As Coach Taylor, I believe, is getting ready to come talk to me, and hopefully we'll get a chance to get her on the air in a moment. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Will you do all the tweets necessary, including the scoring? Coach Taylor.
She'll probably just stop by Blackerby before getting up here.
Welcome back once again to the Fulton High School gym. Joining me is the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor. Coach, what a game. I mean, you talk about a needed win for one. You'd lost a couple games in a row against a quick-on-quick team. I mean, they had speed at every position. They had size inside. They could shoot the ball. Early on, I thought your pressure gave them fits in the first quarter. Second quarter, they were able to get past that. They made some big shots from three-point range. That one girl hit 4, I believe. And, you weren't getting a whole lot from anybody in the first half. In fact, Kamari finished the game with a career-high 40 points in the ballgame. I'm sure she's got a triple-double because she got a ton of rebounds there. I'll have to look at the steals, but big win for your team. I mean, against a team that we will not face hardly anybody this quick until we play a Memphis team that are not even playing.
Right. We knew coming in this was going to be a good game for us from that standpoint. The quickness, I call it a little bit of chaos because it's there's not a lot of offense. It's whoever gets it goes, kind of thing. And they attacked. They had girls that would attack the paint. They had the shooters on the outside, and the big girl inside is I like her. I like the way she plays, and she was a tough matchup for us. But I felt like our girls competed. I think we started out the first quarter good. Second quarter we took a break. And we talked before the game. We've got to start putting together 4 quarters of basketball. We had some breakdowns in the third quarter a little bit, and then once we started pulling away. I'm relieved that we didn't let up and let them back into it. We extended the lead and kept the lead.
Yeah, they started missing some shots. You got some key rebounds. You got some key steals. And I thought overall your turnover numbers dropped big time later in the ball game.
Yeah, we had 10 at halftime. And I told the girls at halftime, I said, we have 10 turnovers against the 2-3 zone. 2-3 half court 2-3 zone. We have 10 turnovers. Nothing they're doing is causing us to turn the ball over. We're doing that to ourselves. And we started out, and I think out of the first 3 possessions, we had 2 turnovers in the third quarter. But it got better after that.
As I mentioned, Kamari had 40 points in the game. Only 3 players, now her being the third player to have ever done that. Jada she's the all-time leading single game person at 45. Armika Booker had 43 before that. And now she joins that list. For a while there, she was the only one doing anything offensively.
Yeah, and it can't be that. I think Hope turned it on in the third quarter, or even in the second quarter a little bit, but really turned it on in the third quarter. And Hope, Kamari goes hard. Hope, we got to have Hope given that extra effort because setting the tone right behind Kamari. Kamari's going after it, and when Hope goes after it, we're much, much better basketball team.
And you add Samaj in there too. Samaj has that length too that it creates issues.
Yeah, Samaj, she started out strong, and I don't know if she gets tired. I don't know. I keep telling her, if we had those 3 going strong all the time, we would be really good.
And I know this, Lauren and Cannon, I thought they did a really good job tonight. They're not as quick as these girls here, but they held their own.
Yeah, I think they did really well. I think I was a little bit hard on Cannon. I get frustrated just because I know she gets in her own head a little bit, but I thought they both did really well. Lauren took that 3 and was looking at me. I'm like, you can't look at me. You got to play, just play. And I thought they both did a good job. They were good defensively, in half court, and I'm proud of both of them.
Let me ask you about that. She looked at you. You want them to be aggressive. You want them to shoot the ball when they're open.
I do, but when I kind of look at it. That was one of the first couple of times they'd pressed us. And a team, we press to speed you up, to make you turn the ball over, take a quick shot so we can get it and go. I'm assuming that's why other teams press, other than just to steal because they're behind. So first at that point in the game, that 3 is not the best shot selection for us at that point in time. We don't have any rebounders, and it's a quick shot. It's going to be a long rebound, and they're going to go in transition.
And I noticed what she did. She looked at you. It was right down that sideline, and they'd already gone way past her.
And that's what she stopped. She missed a shot, and she just stopped. And I'm like, you gotta keep playing. And then she starts looking at me. I'm like, you can't look at me. The game's out there. But she's both of them. Lauren's got a lot of grit about her and toughness about her, and I think they play. It's a good. They're different types of players, Cannon and Lauren, and it gives us. It's what I've always told Lauren. I appreciate that she's embraced the role of being the first one off the bench because she brings that toughness to us.
Coach, your next ball game is not until a week from tonight in the district tournament against either Anderson County, Clinton, or Campbell County. You've beaten everybody in the district, but district tournament time, things tend to be a little tighter.
Yeah, it does, and it's a whole new season. This is when, you're playing for something all year, but this is when it counts. You're really playing for something, and it's one game at a time. You can't overlook any opponent, and you got to be ready to go.
Got good news from Stewart's Creek. Robertsville is going to play for the state championship. They just blew out that team from Charlotte. Those girls, they're just blowing out everybody. I don't know who they're going to play, but they're going to play at 11 o'clock tomorrow for the state championship. So hopefully Erin McGinnis, the two-time Miss Basketball who's coaching down there, will have her team ready to go.
Yeah, super proud of those girls. You know, they got there last year and fell a little short, and it shows a lot of toughness and their, you know, their competitive nature and just the will to win. You know, I wish them good luck and bring home a state title.
Just your final comments about this win.
It's a good win. We needed it. We needed this win going into the postseason, and I like the way, you know, we got a little sloppy. We took a little break, and then we responded, and hopefully we'll grow from this.
Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That is Coach Paige Taylor, head coach of the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats. Now we're going to turn our attention to the boys. Lee, you got some more information about the boys game.
Always one of the highlights of any basketball season in East Tennessee is the annual game between Oak Ridge and Fulton. Tonight is the 66th meeting of this annual series, which began 70 years ago and what has become one of the most anticipated games of the year. Oak Ridge leads the series 37-28 all time. Last season, Oak Ridge won at the Wildcat Arena 90-74. Last time we were here, Fulton won 50-36. Probably the most unusual game that comes to mind of the recent series was the 50-point win by Oak Ridge during the T. Higgins Jr. year of 2016. Most of these games come down to the wire, but not this one. Oak Ridge won that 2016 game at home 81-51. Fulton, 4 weeks later, won the AA state championship. 5 of the games since 1970 have been overtime games. T. Higgins' three-point shot when he was a freshman also is a highlight in the series when Oak Ridge won 59-58 in 2015. Oak Ridge's next scheduled game after tonight is their semifinal round game of the District 3 tournament to be played 1 week from tomorrow at the Wildcat Arena. The Wildcats, as the District 3 regular season champions, receive a double bye into this round and will play either one of 5 possible teams as the standings are not settled. As it stands right now, Campbell County and Powell are the most likely opponents, with Halls, Anderson County, and Karnes also a possibility. The game will be a 7 p.m. tip-off in Oak Ridge next Saturday. Our sponsors for tonight's game include Mortgage Investors Group, Ortho Tennessee, TN Bank, Fox Insurance Group, and the Oak Ridge Utility District. We also have a special sponsor tonight, Mike the Wildman Sheehan. Mike played football and ran track for Oak Ridge in the 1960s and is a huge supporter of Oak Ridge athletics. Mike is also a longtime contributor to our broadcast, first on WATO and now WIJV, prepradio.com, and our live stream. We thank Mike for his contribution that helped make tonight's game and other games possible this season. We would also like to thank Ronnie and Becky Hayes, who have traditionally sponsored this game, but will sponsor the first rounds of the District 3 tournament. Thank you for all of your support over the years. Now we're going to send it over to Mark for the scoring for the Lady Wildcats against Fulton in their win. Mark?
Thank you very much. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Kamara Mitchell. She finished with a career high of 40 points. She was 9 of 17 from two-point land, 4 of 9 from three-point land, and 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Samaj Clark also in double figures with 16 points. She was 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 4 points. Hope Holt was 2 of 3 from the field. Gracie Heron added 2 points. She was 1 of 2 from the field. And Cannon Green had 2 points as well. She was 2 of 3 from the field. As a team, the Lady Wildcats were 23 of 49 from the field. Breaking it down, they were 17 of 29 from two-point land, 6 of 20 from beyond the three-point line, and they were 12 of 21 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Lady Falcons of Fulton, they were led in scoring by number 32, Renesha Gates. She had 20 points, 10 of 14 from the field. Sammy Taylor added 10 for the Lady Falcons. She was 4 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Also in double figures, number 2, Jemiah Simmons. She had 14 points. She was 4 of 10 from the field. All but one of those attempts was from the three-point line. She was actually 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. With 5 points was Maya Moore, 1 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 points added by Anaya Matthews. went 2 of 5 from the field. 2 points also by Shania McCoy. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So as a team, the Lady Falcons were 19 of 50 from the field. They were 15 of 36 from 2-point land, 4 of 14 from 3-point land, and they were 11 of 21 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 18-9. Then they were outscored in the second quarter, 16-7, and they were knotted up at 25 at the half. In the third quarter, Lady Wildcats edged out the Lady Falcons, outscoring them 21-18 to take a 46-43 lead into the fourth quarter, where in the fourth quarter, Lady Wildcats opened up the lead, outscoring the Lady Falcons 18-10 for a 64-51, or rather 53 victory. Again, this is Mark Hayes, along with David Clary. Let's look at the starting lineups as we focus on the boys' game now. Starting first for the hosting Falcons of Fulton, they're going to come out with number 2, Damon Holt. Also number 14, Marcellus Jackson, followed by number 20, Taj Kimber. 22, Tommy Sweat will also get the start, and number 44, Tyler Lee. Starting for the Wildcats, they'll come out with their regular starting 5 now, and that'll be number 1, Stafford Shanklin, followed by number 2, Jonathan Stewart. Number 3, Kel Slater, also with the start. And then the M&M boys, 21, Jonathan Milloway, and 23, Jeremy Miller.
And this is always a fun ball game. It's going to be a special night if the Wildcats can win the ball game. The Wildcats will win Coach Aaron Green his 300th game as the head coach of the Oak Ridge High School Wildcats. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off, Oak Ridge and Fulton. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Thanks a lot. We are live back here on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television, Channel 15. My name is David Clary, along with Mark Hayes. Neo Tate's with us, Lee Wexler, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, and Brian Bennett back to the studios. It'll be for the Wildcats, Jonathan Milloway to jump for them. Jumping will be Tyler Lee, 6'3" freshman, against the 6'7" senior for the Wildcats. Basketball about set. The Wildcats on the road at Fulton. Our final regular season home or ball game. Ball is controlled by the Wildcats, and we are underway. Stafford Shanklin with the basketball, gives it over to Kel Slater. Kel dribbles off to the right, comes off to his right to Jeremy Miller, back to Stafford, penetrates in, looks to Milloway, lobs it down low. He's got it. He shoots. He scores. Off the glass goes Jonathan Milloway. And down the floor with the basketball will come the Falcons. Tommy Sweat with the basketball. Dribbling in the rear court, was a quarterback for several years of the Falcons. He's a senior. He's battled injuries his entire career, and he dribbles it out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball side court. Oak Ridge playing with Stafford Shanklin, Jonathan Stewart, along with Jonathan Milloway, and the Wildcats' Kel Slater at the point. As you can see if you're watching the stream on YouTube, we're broadcasting in the crow's nest here above the floor on one side. Here's the lob inside again to Milloway. Shot no good, but he does draw the foul. Mark, I can see it already. It's like some of the other teams we've played. They don't have any answer inside for Jonathan Milloway.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 plays, David, have been consistent. Get the ball into Milloway, see what he can do. He made his first shot, got fouled on the second.
Missed the first free throw. He'll have another one. On the year, Jonathan at the free throw lines, a 62.2% free throw shooter. We'll have another toss here. Second toss, good. 3-0 Oak Ridge, 7 minutes, 22 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter, just underway. Tommy Sweat to work the ball in. The ball's knocked out by Jonathan Stewart. A little cheap foul is going to be called against Jonathan. Jody Wright is the head coach of the Fulton Falcons. The arena here at Fulton High School bears his name, which is incredible. He's still coaching and probably has many, many years to go. He's won several state championships at Fulton High School. They break the press, get the shot in, pass inside. Cannot shoot over Milloway. They back it up for a near three. With the basketball will come Kimber. Kimber backs it up. Really good defense by Oak Ridge. Kimber guarded by Kel Slater. 5-second count is on him, so he has to give it up. Over it goes to Ty Kimber. They swing the ball around to the left wing, dribbling in against Stafford, unable to shoot. Once again, good defense. Marcellus Jackson dribbles in, kicks the ball to the corner. Tommy Sweat with it and right in front of the Oak Ridge bench. Fires it out to the top of the circle. Here's Kimber once again. Oak Ridge's defense has been good, but they're going to call it a little bit too aggressive that time. They're going to call a foul against Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge on top 3-0, 6:42 to play. Several state championship banners in this gym, coached by the current head coach of the Falcons, Jody Wright. It'll be Falcon basketball, and it comes to Tommy Sweat. Tommy Sweat wants to be a broadcaster in his later life. He already does stuff on their station here at Fulton, but he wants to do it for a living, as a charge is going to be called against number 14, Marcellus Jackson, the 5'11 sophomore, and Oak Ridge will get it on their turnover. Lee Wexler doing our tweets right now, as we'll have more tweets for you here in a minute. Down the floor with the basketball, Stafford turns the ball over. Here they come down the floor. Jackson coast to coast, and he's going to be fouled. Hopefully by Kell and not. No, it's going to be on Jonathan Stewart, and that's 2 quick fouls on Jonathan. Wildcats can ill afford to have him out of the ball game, and he knows he's already committed 2, and Coach Green will have to pull him out. And in a moment, Lucas Searcy will come into the ball game. It'll be Jackson, Marcellus Jackson at the free throw line. Fulton yet to score. 6:18 to play, first quarter. High free throws, good. He'll have another one in a second. 6:18 to play, first quarter. 3-1 our score. Back to the free throw line, the Falcons. 5'11 sophomore wing. Second toss. This one looks strong. No good. Milloway has the rebound for the Wildcats. Here it goes down to Kel Slater. The junior point guard brings it across to Milloway. Milloway drives right, gives it in to Jeremy Miller. Jeremy Miller goes back inside to Milloway. Goes up for the shot. Good. Coach Wright, I think, wanted a charge. There was some contact, but a little bit of a flop job by Tommy, and it'll be the Falcons with the basketball coming down the floor. 5-1 our score. Tommy Sweat across the line. Guarded by Lucas, works the ball down low. Cut off nicely by Searcy. They work the ball to the baseline, and then a travel is going to be called. Wildcat defense really looking good here in the early going, Mark.
Yeah, the Falcons are trying to get a touch on that call, David. None of the Wildcats touched it, as he just kind of jumped up in the air and had no one to pass it to.
Wildcats break the press. Kel Slater, Milloway gets the lob, gets the shot, missed it. Rebound out of bounds. They say last touch. He pointed towards last touch by Oak Ridge. Not so sure about that. The initial signal was that, and it'll be actually Oak Ridge's basketball. Kel will work the ball in, so he reverses it, and then we'll work it in. Kel to Milloway. He's fouled by Tommy Sweat. Tommy, I think, picks up his first foul. Team foul number 3 called against the Falcons. 5:41 to play. One thing you're going to know about a Jody Wright team, although they have some youth on this team, they're going to be well coached. As Oak Ridge works it into Jeremy Miller. Jeremy off the glass shot. Good. Jeremy has his first 2 points, and Oak Ridge leads Fulton 7-1. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Falcons once again. Sweat in the rear court. Fires it across the way. Here it goes out to Kimber. Kimber for 3. Clanging off the iron. No good. Stafford Shanklin on the rebound. To Kel Slater. Wildcats running the floor. Here goes Jeremy Miller. Jeremy drives. Jeremy to the hole. Reverse layup. 1 and 2. Couldn't do it. Backs it over to Milloway. Milloway to Kel. Kel Slater at the point. Works it back to Milloway. Good defense by the Falcons to recover cover. It looked like it was going to be an easy 2 for Jeremy. This one might be. It's up, no good. Tip back up by Lucas Searcy, no good. Rebounded by Lee. Tyler Lee of the Falcons. Here they come down the floor. Quickly it goes out to Kimber. Kimber works the ball right side. Here it goes out to number 20. He's lost the ball, taken away by Stafford Shanklin. Shanklin's going to push it up the floor. 7-1 Oak Ridge. Stafford Shanklin turning, spinning, driving. At the top of the circle, gives it over to Kel Slater. Slater works the ball to the right, fires a pass, intending it for Lucas Searcy. It's knocked out of bounds by Taj Kimber. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball side front court. 4 minutes, 39 seconds to play. We are in the first quarter here, 7-1 Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcats came away with a victory here tonight. As the Wildcats working into Milloway. Milloway had Stafford early, couldn't get the ball to him. Backs it over to Kel Slater. Kel pulls up. The lefty puts up a 3, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Slater. Kel Slater dribbles left. There's Stafford. He shoots a 3. It's on its way. It is up, no good. Lucas Searcy on the rebound. Back up with it. He's fouled. Lucas Searcy will go to the free throw line for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Oak Ridge on top 7-1, doing a really good job on the glass here, Mark, on the offensive glass for sure.
Yeah, they really are, David. Picking up that foul for the Falcons was Tommy Sweat. That'll be his second of the ballgame, team fourth.
To the free throw line will go the Wildcat junior. Lucas has really been playing some great ball as of late. Missed that free throw there. Lucas, a 55.6% free throw shooter, but Mark, Lucas has really been playing lights out as of late.
Yeah, he really has, Dave. He comes off the bench, and, man, he can just really light it up. I mean, especially his threes are really just great, ball game momentum shifters as he hits his second free throw.
Oak Ridge on top 8-1. 4 minutes, 22 seconds to play. Here come the Falcons hitting right directly towards us as we broadcast from the Crow's Nest here at Fulton High School. They drive in, shot up, good. Foul call either against Milloway or against Lucas Searcy. It was kind of on that kind of no man's zone down below us where it was out of my view. The official clock keeper and scorekeeper, Mr. Neo Tate, was blocking my view, and I could not see. So I give him all the blame here, Lee.
Yeah, David, I think he was doing a good job. Obviously, a new system we're trying to do here, so we're letting everybody know we're trying to do the best we can.
Whatever the issue was, it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Mark, I didn't see.
I think one of their players crossed the line after the shooter had the ball.
Now they're going to get the bucket here as the Wildcats turn the ball over. It was only one person out there with Kel, and they threw it away. And the Wildcat lead is cut to 8-5, and the Falcons will go to the free throw line. One thing that I see Coach Wright, he doesn't want to run with the Wildcats. He's going to send guys back and making sure, because Jamison Updegraff had kind of snuck in as a snowbird. As they put the free throw up, it's no good. Rebounded by Milloway. Oak Ridge in the lead, and here's another errant throw. Wildcats trying to get their fast break going, but errantly, and really that was under very little pressure right there. Got to do a better job there as the Wildcat lead is 8-5, 4 minutes to play, 4:05 to play here in the first period. Their basketball, in it comes. With the basketball will come Damaj Kimber. He is 6 foot. He is a freshman player. He works the ball to the left side. Driving in the corner, backing it up once again. 8-5 our score. With the basketball will come the Falcons. Dribbling in, Jamison Updegraff defending. They work the ball to the free throw line, left extended, up, no good. Rebound, foul call against the Falcons as they knock Jonathan Milloway down. It'll be personal foul number 5 called against Fulton. And
50.
It's going to go against number 50. Bates. He's a 6'2 junior. Oak Ridge facing pressure, and they almost throw the inbounds away again. Oak Ridge has got to be better with that. They need to come to the ball here. Wildcats are setting up about halfway up the floor, and the Falcons are man-to-man with them. They've got to do a much better job inbounding it. Wildcats got to get loose here, and they do this time. Kel Slater with the basketball. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, leading 8-5. 3 minutes, 36 seconds to play here in this first period. Here comes Oak Ridge's Jeremy Miller to Jonathan Milloway, gets position, goes up for the shot, put the ball down on the floor, and the Falcons have it, stripped it away from him. Here comes Fulton down the floor. Outside the three-point line, they wanted to shoot a 3, good defense by Miller. Backs it up once again, here it goes to Hatchett. He works the ball inside, dribbling against Kell, swings it over to the left wing, they shoot a 3, it's up, good. Three-point shot by Marcellus Jackson. And Oak Ridge is tied at 8-8. Turnovers have been a big factor here. Here come the Wildcats. Jeremy Miller coast to coast. Waits, stops, turnaround jumper, good. Jeremy Miller drops in his 4th point, and the Wildcats retake the lead by 2. 10-8 our score. Here come the Falcons down the floor against Oak Ridge's pressure, and it comes number 2. That'll be Holt. Dribbles in, ball's kicked out of bounds, last touch by the Falcons. I think the Fulton players thought that Oak Ridge had touched it last, but the officials saw it differently, and Oak Ridge will get it. Millway's out. The Wildcats get in for the first time tonight. Flip Thompson in the ball game. Lucas is in. Jamison Updegraff, Stafford Shanklin, and Jeremy Miller. That's funny. Flip was coming down the floor looking to his left and his right for a defender, and nobody was even on the floor on that side. Stafford with it to Flip. Looks to Jeremy, now playing down low. Here comes Lucas coast to coast off the glass shot. That's a charge. 2 fouls on Lucas Searcy. Team foul number 6 called against the Wildcats. Player control foul against Oak Ridge. 2:30 to play in the first quarter in a 10-8 ball game. Neil, your thoughts so far in the ball game?
Not a very high-scoring game so far, but we've seen a lot of action going in. I think over time, maybe we'll start putting points up.
Here comes the Falcons down the floor. A little touch foul, hand check foul. I think it's going to be called against Jamison Updegraff. 2:24 to play. That is the 7th team foul called against Oak Ridge. Wildcats too many turnovers here in the early going. Falcons have a lot to do with it. I was going to say earlier, one thing you can say about a Jody Wright coach team, they're going to get after you on defense. Even if they don't have sometimes the greatest offensive talent, they typically do, they're always going to play good defense. It'll be the Wildcats watching them go to the free throw line, 1 in the bonus. It'll be Kimber at the line. Free throw, in and out, no good. On the rebound, Jeremy Miller. Wildcats trying to push it up the floor. Here's Kell across the way. Kell penetrates, drives to the hole, no good. Another late whistle. I don't know that it's not a foul, but what I think it irritates the Falcon fans and the Oak Ridge fans is the slowness as they get the foul called with the whistle.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure that was a foul either, David. I mean, I think he just kind of went in there a little bit too deep by Kell Slater. Kell Slater now with his first point of the game, 1 of 1 from the line.
Kell is a 63% free throw shooter. As Mark said, he mentioned, he knocks down the first shot. 2:17 to play. First quarter, Oak Ridge on top, 11-8, the boys game. Toss is no good. Rebound by the Falcons. Pulling it away, Marcellus Jackson. Jackson guarded by Jamison Updegraff in the rear court. Here comes a trap about to be set. He's in a lot of trouble. Fires a pass out to the right corner. Unable to shoot. They've got number 10 in the ball game. That is Hatchett, I believe. They work the ball inside. Finger roll shot. Good. What a shot. Nice drive by Hatchett. Here comes Oak Ridge back the other way. Minute 54 to play. The Wildcats with the basketball. Stafford Shanklin, top of the key. Harass gives it over to Kell Slater. Down to a minute 47 to play. The Wildcats up by 1. 11-10 the score. The Wildcats, Jamison Updegraff off the glass. Good. Jamison scores. Back to a 3-point Oak Ridge lead. 13-10 the score. Here come the Falcons down the floor. Moving directly towards us as we broadcast here on FM 92.7, prepradio.com, and our streaming on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. Minute 26 to play. We're in the first quarter. 13-10 the score. Here come the Falcons down the floor. In the right corner, number 32. Dribbles outside the line. Backs it up for a 3. It's on its way. Good. 3-point shot knocked down by Taj Kimber. And we got a tie ball game. 13-13 the score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. A minute 6 to play here in the first period. Kell Slater at the point for the Wildcats. Dribbling the ball, and what's the call? A timeout officially as the Wildcats are allowed to substitute. Don't see that happen very often. They just stop play to allow substitutes in with a minute to play here. You see that in football sometimes, but not usually in basketball, as Jonathan Stewart will work the ball in. Wildcats will work it in. A minute 1 to play in a 13-13 ball game. And it comes to Kell Slater. The Wildcats have Millway in the ball game. Jeremy Miller, Stafford Shanklin. Jonathan yet to get a shot off. Lobs it to Millway. Great feed. Shot good. Coach Green tells me all the time that the best post feeder is Jonathan Stewart, and I think he came in just for that purpose, Mark. He's got 2 fouls. He has sat most of the first quarter. 15-13, the Wildcats in the lead. Lee, what happened in Middle Tennessee today?
Well, the Lady Rams have advanced to the state final after defeating Charlotte 51-14. They're going to play for the state final tomorrow against the winner of Martin and Gatlinburg-Pittman, and we'll probably have some updates before our broadcast ends tonight on who the Lady Rams will play tomorrow for the state final.
Earlier tonight, the Lady Wildcats won their ballgame. And Mark, never mind. I'll get you in a second here. 48 seconds to play. I'll go to Neo here. Neo always talks to me. We got these two guys up here. Neo, it's a fast-paced ball game.
Oh yeah, very, very action-packed. We've seen a lot of action from everyone on the court. No, I don't think there's been a dry moment so far.
48 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter. Falcon basketball, Oak Ridge by 2, 15-13. We're on FM 92.7. The Wildcats trapping in rear court. You have to get the ball across the line. And here's the deflection. Great play. Jonathan Stewart to Milloway to Kell. Wildcats have some numbers. Kell's going to drive. Swings it out. Jeremy Miller. He's going to drive in. Stop on the right block. Finds Jonathan Milloway for three. It's good. 3-point shot. Jonathan Milloway. That sweet little spot at the top of the circle where he likes to drop them in. And the Wildcats have a 5-point lead. He loves Mark Hayes shooting from up there.
Yeah, he does. He has 10 points in the first quarter. Great job by Milloway.
Oak Ridge in the lead, 18-13, 19 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It'll be the Falcons to work the ball in. Then it comes number 4. That'll be Kimber. Kimber's going to walk the ball off the floor. The Wildcats got Jonathan Stewart out of the game. You don't want his third to foul come in the final seconds here. They work to the corner. Work the ball back to the top. They've got a 3 if they want it. He won't take the shot. Backing it up goes Tyler Lee. Now he's going to shoot that 3. It's good. Much like our big guy, you kind of figured that the guy was going to do it because he was in for that purpose as the first quarter comes to a close. We've played one quarter of basketball here at Fulton High School. The Wildcats on top by a score of 18-16. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds. You should have taken me with it. Thanks a lot. We are back here at Fulton High School. David Clary, Mark Hayes, along with Lee Wexler and Neo Tace with us, along with Christian Rosas Rodriguez. The second quarter about set here. I think I'm the only person that has not been able to sit down the whole time we've been here. But I guess that's why I make the big bucks, Mark.
Yeah, and you're also the shortest one here.
Maybe. As the ball's working down the floor, Fulton has it as we start play here in the second period. Oak Ridge in a 2-point game, 18-16. The Wildcats gave up an easy 3, top of the key to Tyler Lee, and they locked another one. Got to come out and guard him, and the Falcons lead by 1. 19-18 our score. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor with Stafford Shanklin. Shanklin dribbles in, top of the circle, gives it over to Kell. Bump, but no call. Works the ball to his right. There's Jeremy Miller. He fakes the 3. He drives to the baseline, throws it off the body of one of the Falcons out of bounds. I thought Jeremy was going to launch a 3. It's not his strong suit. He can shoot from out there, but he just doesn't do it that often. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. To work the ball in will be Jonathan Stewart. The lob comes into Jeremy. Back to Jonathan. 5-footer hits the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons, but they can't save it. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Oak Ridge ball underneath the goal. To work the ball in will be Jonathan Stewart. In it comes, and then a whistle, a holding foul is going to be called against Tyler. Tyler Lee of the Falcons was holding Jonathan Milloway. That'll be the 7th team foul. Second foul called against Lee, and that's going to send Jonathan to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He's got a total of 10 in the ballgame. 7:20 to play. Free throw, good. Wildcats have tied the ballgame. 19-19 the score. 7:20 to play, second quarter. Coach Aaron Green trying to get his 300th win of all time as the head coach of the Wildcats. He's well over 400 if you count his statistics against when he was at Cleveland. Second toss is up, good by Milloway. And with 7:20 to play in the first half, Oak Ridge is on top 20-19. Oak Ridge putting pressure on the Falcons in the rear court. They've done a pretty good job against the Falcons. They blow past the defense here, get a too easy of a shot, but he missed it. Not as easy as I thought, and the foul's called against the Falcons. Jonathan Stewart's going to walk to the other end of the floor, and he's going to shoot some free throws. Oak Ridge on top 20-19, 7:13 to play in the first half. If you just tuned in, what we've been talking about, the Robertsville Lady Rams are in the middle school state tournament. If you didn't know it, last several years, the TSSAA has made it's actually TMSSA or whatever it is. They have made a state tournament, and it isn't a cheap tournament. Teams have been playing all along, much like they do a district, region, then sectional tournament. In fact, you have to play more games in the sectional because only the final 4 get to go. The Lady Rams, the runner-up in the state a year ago, are back again. Unfinished business, they say. They'll play tomorrow at 11 o'clock as Jonathan Stewart knocks down both free throws, and Oak Ridge leads by a score of 22-19. 7:06 to play here in this first half here from Fulton High School. Always a war when these two teams get together. Here come the Falcons straight down the floor. Too easy of a drive. He missed a shot. Milloway to Kell, Jeremy Miller. Will he get it to him, or will he take it himself? He's going to take it himself. And why not? He knocks it down off the glass, Kel Slater, and then inbounds, almost stolen away by Jeremy Miller, but here come the Falcons down the floor. Oak Ridge in the lead, 24-19. Falcon ball, they drive, they stop, and they shoot, and they score. Little high floater by Desmar Hatchett. 6-foot junior player, and the Wildcat lead is 3. 24-21 the score. Stafford Shanklin just barely caught it. Stafford to Jonathan Stewart. Three-pointer, good! Three-point shot. Jonathan Stewart, his 5th point of the game, and Oak Ridge leads by 6. 27-21 over Fulton. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Trap in the midcourt. They get the ball across the way. Here it goes to Kimber. Kimber drives. Kimber goes in for the shot. No good. Foul called, probably a block on Jonathan Milloway. That is Jonathan's 2nd foul. It'll be team foul number 8. It'll be the Fulton Falcons. This is the 70th year these two teams have played since the first game. 2 points in the ball game for this young man. He's got 3. That is Kimber. 6-foot freshman player. He's skinny. As Jamison Updegraff comes back in the ballgame, Stafford Shanklin will check out. 6:06 to play. First half, 27-22 the score. Toss, good. Oak Ridge ball. Wildcats, point guard, Kel Slater. Trying to split the defense. Does with a long looping pass to Jeremy Miller. Jeremy Miller drives. Jeremy pulls up in the paint. No good. What's the call?
50.
Number 50, Mark says that'll be Bates committing the foul, and Bates commits his 3rd personal foul, and Big Jonathan will go to the free throw line. No, it's going to be Jeremy Miller at the free throw line, so it must have been before that, or maybe on the rebound shot. Jeremy will have 1 in the bonus, 9th team foul call against the Falcons. Jeremy to the charity stripe. First toss, good. Jeremy Miller on the year is a 69.5% free throw shooter. He has 5 points, over 1,000 in his career. As we saw him break that last Friday. Back to the line he goes. Second toss, no good. Rebound Fulton. Oak Ridge by 5. 28-23 the score. Here come the Falcons down the floor. Hatchett with the basketball. Drives against Jamison Updegraff. From the elbow, shoots. No good. Jonathan Milloway on the rebound. Here it goes to Kel Slater. Moving away from us as we broadcast on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. Jonathan Stewart for 3. Good. 3-point shot. Jonathan Stewart from the left corner. And Oak Ridge has the lead, 31-23. And Jonathan feeling it tonight here, Mark Hayes.
Yes, he is. He's got 8 points, David. 2 straight 3-pointers for Jonathan.
And he's had to sit a great portion of the ball game because of foul issues. Here comes nearly a steal by Jonathan. Here's their shot from three. It's no good. Rebound, Jamison up the grab. Here come the Wildcats running the floor. Great pass to Jonathan. Jonathan's going to take it this time to the hole, and he scores. Jonathan Stewart, he's got 10. And Coach Jody Wright has seen enough. He calls a timeout with 5:02 to play in the first half. And the Wildcats, with their biggest lead, it's up to 10, 33-23. Let's take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Said they didn't want to run. That's what happens when they run. Marquez back here at Fulton High School, where the Wildcats lead the Falcons by 10 with 5:01 or 5:02 remaining in the first half by a score of 33-23. Scoring so far, Jonathan Stewart has 10 points. Kel Slater has 3. Jonathan Millway with 10. Lucas Searcy has 1. Jamison Updegraff with 2. And Jeremy Miller with 5. Earlier tonight, the Lady Wildcats were victorious by a final score of 64-53. David?
Welcome back here at Fulton High School. 4 minutes, 58 seconds to play second quarter. 33-23 the score. Here come the Falcons down the floor. Wildcats with their biggest lead up to 10. Wildcats on defense once again. Here's a bounce pass. A little shot from the elbow up. No good. Rebound, Millway. Millway, Jeremy Miller. One-on-one. Jeremy's going to take his man strong to the baseline. Kick the ball back out. Jamison Updegraff for 3. It's good. Jamison Updegraff. The Wildcats hitting from the outside, and Jamison's got 5. Oak Ridge by a score of 36-23. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Falcon basketball, top of the circle. Here it goes to Holt. Holt drives in. They get a shot up. Good. Made by number 10 for them. That is Hatchett. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. The Wildcats, Jeremy Miller with it across the midcourt line. 36-25 the score. Here goes to Jonathan. Jonathan Stewart hand check, lobs it in. Telegraphed it that time. Intending it for Millway. Here come the Falcons down the floor. Coast to coast. They kick it to the corner. They've got a 3 up. It's good. 3-point shot made good by Marcellus Jackson. And the Wildcat lead is cut to 36-28. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to play. Jamison again for 3. No good on the rebound attempt. I think we're going to have a foul against Holt. Damon Holt, I believe, the 6-foot junior, pushes, shoves Jonathan Millway, and Jonathan will go to the free throw line. 3:43 to play first half. Oak Ridge in the lead, 36-28, and Millway will go to the line. 12 points in the ball game. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Toss, no good. By the way, that was the 10th team foul called against the Falcons. The double bonus in effect. Jonathan Stewart checks out. Looks like Caden Updegraff is in. So we got the twins in. We got the M&M boys in, along with Kel Slater. Free throw missed. Missed them both. Here comes Hatchett down the floor for the Falcons. Oak Ridge in the lead, 36-28. Just a moment ago, it was up to around 13. Their basketball wide open. Nobody's guarding him. They let him shoot a 3. He missed it, though. Rebound to the Falcons. Womsley pulls it up. They shoot another 3. It's up, no good. Again, no good. This time, a rebound foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. And the Falcon fans, who are always into this rivalry, Mark, we've seen some unique things in this gym over the years. As Oak Ridge gets Stafford Shanklin in, the Wildcats need some rebounding as they get Holt out of the ball game for a moment. Oak Ridge's lead is 36-28. Going to the free throw line will go Bates. Bates should have 2 shots, as that was the 9th team foul. Toss, good. We're streaming this game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Toss, no good. Rebound, Stafford. Stafford Shanklin pulls it away. Oak Ridge down the floor, leading 36-29 over the Falcons. On the road, final regular season game for the Wildcats. Stafford Shanklin works the ball cross court. Here comes Jonathan. Jonathan Stewart wanted to shoot a three. Defense has gotten a lot more aggressive all of a sudden. Here comes Kell dribbling in. Kell all the way to his right. Finds Stafford free. Stafford turns, spins, lefty, good. Stafford drills his first 2 points, and Oak Ridge leads 38-29. 2 minutes, 54 seconds to play here in the second quarter. With the basketball will come Kimber. Kimber walks the ball across the midcourt line. Play is halted. A little bit of a problem. I think number 10 lost his earring, and he's going to have to come out of the ball game for a moment. Might be bleeding, and he is, and the trainer will attend to him. And into the game once again will come Kimber. Taj Kimber, and the Falcons set up their offense. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first half. 38-29 the score. With the basketball will come Kimber. Works the ball to the top of the circle, guarded by Jeremy Miller. Here it goes to Bates. Bates against Stafford. Head fakes. Works the ball to the left corner. Holt driving. Holt stops to the left extension. In a lot of trouble. Backs it up. Deflected pass. Intercepted by Jeremy. And then a foul is going to be called
On Jeremy.
against Jeremy Miller. He got the ball. I think he was trying to reach to get the ball. Might have used his arm to clear out just a bit, and that is the 10th team foul. Questionable, and Coach Green wants to know what he did. Official is smiling. Coach Green is not. As they go to the free throw line with Kimber. Shot is good. Falcons can shoot their free throws. 38-30 the score. 2 minutes, 26 seconds to play. First half, Oak Ridge by 8-7 as they knock down the toss. Here's Oak Ridge working the ball in. And it comes to Kell Slater. 2 minutes, 24 seconds to play. 38-31, the Wildcats in the lead. Lady Wildcats won their ball game today. What a great game they played, actually, especially in the second half. Jeremy Miller with the basketball, top of the circle. Looks to Jonathan Stewart. Great pass. Stripped of the ball. Saved by Caden. Caden comes the ball, throws the ball away. Pass taken away by the Falcons, coast to coast. Shot is no good. Good defense. Stafford has the rebound. Stafford Shanklin works it over to Caden Updegraft, and Jonathan Stewart, he backs up. He pulls up. He misses the shot. Rebounded that time by Jackson. Marcellus Jackson has the ball knocked away. The Wildcats try to track it down the corner, and somehow miraculously they did. Stafford's going to get a dunk. Oh, he finger rolls it. So anticlimactic. He went up for it. He did score. We needed it. And Oak Ridge's lead is 40-31. 40-31 is our score. A minute 31 to play with the basketball. We're in the first half. They drive. They stop. They shoot. That's an air ball out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Fulton Falcons. It'll be Oak Ridge in the lead, 40-31, a minute 24 to play in the second quarter with the basketball. Mark will have our stats at halftime. Lucas is back in the ball game. Lucas Searcy had to sit a good portion of the first half because of foul troubles, as did Jonathan Stewart. Kell Slater with a minute 15 to play. Back it goes to Lucas. Cold off the bench, guarded out high by Kimber. And a whistle blows, and Kimber, not too happy, commits a personal foul.
David, just an update from our games in the middle school Lady Wildcats. They're going to play Martin tomorrow at Stewart's Creek High School. Martin defeated Gatlinburg 36-29.
Wow, close ball game. Here comes Oak Ridge at the line. Lucas Searcy. That was the final score of the game. The last time Robertsville played Gatlinburg Pittman, they beat them 64-18. So you never know. Things look good for the Lady Rams if that's kind of as close as that ball game was.
Yeah, still got to put together a good performance, but great job by the Lady Rams to get this far for the second consecutive year.
We're going to the state championship ball game. Free throws made, and Oak Ridge is back up by double digits. 42-31 our score, down to 57 seconds to play here in the ball game. With the basketball come the Falcons. Here comes the shot clang off the iron. The Falcons knock it. Obviously, that was definitely off of Fulton. Definitely off of Fulton. Oh, the young guy missed it. That's absolutely terrible. He's not good. I'm not saying he doesn't try. Probably likes his dog and is nice to his mother, but he's not a very good official as the shot is up good. And here come the Wildcats down the floor. That never should have happened because that ball was clearly off of an Oak Ridge player. As Kell drives to the hole, good, what a great drive. The lefty puts it off the glass. and Oak Ridge is back up by 11. 44-33 the score. Here come the Falcons down the floor. Kimber with good defense being applied by Kel Slater. Works the ball to his right. Over it goes to Nixon in the ball game. Nixon is impeached. He throws the ball away. Intercepted by Lucas Searcy. Lucas Searcy goes to the hole. What's the call? It's knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. 10.7 seconds to play here in the first half. Oak Ridge on top of the Falcons of Fulton High School, 44-33. The first time these two teams played, 1951. Mike Sheehan was a senior citizen at that point. As the Wildcats, Jeremy Miller called for the charge. Kind of lowered his body. Good defense, Fulton. Good call by the official. 7 seconds to play. Oak Ridge in the lead, 44-33. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're streaming this game live on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. We're on prepradio.com. We're down to 6 seconds to play in the ball game, or in the first half of the ball game. Neo, along with Lee, Mark, Christian, helping us out here. 7 officially. Here come the Falcons. Down the floor, all the way in. That's terrible defense. It allowed them to go right down the middle of the floor as the first half comes to a close. Coach Green is not going to like that last possession. Just allowed him to come straight down the middle of the floor, took it right to the rim, and scored easily, Mark. But the Wildcats do have the lead, 44-35.
Yeah, they still have the lead, Dave, but you're right. I mean, they just basically gave him a runway to go all the way down the floor and score. So, you had them at 11, and now you just let them close it to under double digits. So not a great final effort there by the Wildcats.
Neo Tate, your thoughts?
I think Fulton's done a great job playing defense. They've also given us a lot of free throw opportunities that we've been taking, and that's part of the reason why we're up so much right now.
We're at halftime of this ball game. We're going to get the stats in a moment. The Lady Wildcats won. The guys are up 44-35. We're going to take a break. Send it back to Brian Bennett back at the radio station. Oak Ridge on top of the Fulton Falcons, 44-35. Back to Fulton in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Fulton High School. We're at halftime. The Wildcats are on top 44-35. 235. Neil?
Reminder for our sponsors for tonight's game include Mortgage Investors Group, ORTHO Tennessee, TN Bank, Fox Insurance Group, the Oak Ridge Utility District. We also have a special sponsor tonight, Mike the Wild Man Sheehan. Mike played football and ran track for Oak Ridge in the 1960s and is a huge supporter of Oak Ridge athletics. Mike is also a longtime contributor to our broadcasts, first on WATO and now on WIJV, prepradio.com, and our live stream. We thank Mike for his contribution that helped make tonight's game and other games possible this season. We would also like to thank Ronnie and Becky Hayes, who have traditionally sponsored this game, but will sponsor the first rounds of the District 3 tournament. Thank you for all your support over the years.
Thanks, Neo. The district tournament starts for the Lady Wildcats on Friday. 7 o'clock will be the tip-off time game against either Clinton, Campbell County, or Anderson County. Obviously, the tournament actually starts on Monday, so there'll be a couple games played before the Lady Wildcats ever even see the floor. Also, the boys will be in action in the first round, their first round game. It'll be the semifinals on Saturday. That'll be another 7 o'clock ball game. Both games, all of Oak Ridge's games, girls and guys, are going to be at the Wildcat Arena. Halftime score, Oak Ridge on top, 44-35. Mark is still working on the stats here. Looks like he's about ready to go. Mark, you've got the first half statistics and the Lady Wildcats in their win tonight.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for the Wildcats is both Jonathan Milway and Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Milway has 12. He's 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Jonathan Stewart has 10. So we have 2 individuals in double figures. Jonathan Stewart, as I said, with 10, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points added by Jeremy Miller. He's 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points also by Kel Slater, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Stafford Shanklin. He's 2 of 3 from the field. Let's see, Jamison Updegraff has 5 points for the Wildcats. He's 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 of those from beyond the three-point line. Lucas Searcy came off the bench to add 3 for the Wildcats. 0 of 1 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. As a team, the Wildcats are 15 of 24 from the field. They're 11 of 16 from two-point land. They're 4 of 8 from three-point land, and they're 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Fulton Falcons, they're led in scoring by number 4, Damaj Kimber. He has 10 points. He's 3 of 6 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Marcellus Jackson has added 9 for the Falcons. He's 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 6 points by Tyler Lee. He's 2 of 2 from beyond the three-point line. 6 points also by Desmere Hatchett. 3 of 5 from the field. 3 points by Taj Kimber. He's 1 of 2 from three-point land. And then 1 point by Wusami Bates, who's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As a team, the Falcons are 12 of 25 from the field. Breaking it down, they're 7 of 16 from two-point land. They are 5 of 9 from beyond the three-point line, and they're 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 18-16, then outscored the Falcons 26-19 in the second quarter to take a halftime lead of 44-35. As David said, the Lady Wildcats were victorious tonight in the game before this by a final score 64-53. Leading scorer, Kamari Mitchell with a career-high 40 points tonight. Samaj Clark had 16 for the Lady Wildcats. 4 points by Hope Holt, 2 points by Cannon Green and Gracie Heron. The game before, the JV lost in a tight game. The boys lost 47-42. And we'll send it back after telling you the halftime score. Oak Ridge on top of Fulton, 44-35. And we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
How many do you need?
That's enough.
We've got like 4. That's all.
Thanks a lot. We are back here at Fulton High School. This Dave never disappoints, Mark. Girls' game has been exciting. The boys' game has been fun, too.
Yeah, the JV game was exciting, David. Had a very exciting finish unfortunately, we lost the game, but very exciting game.
I kind of wish we'd play them, maybe twice a year as opposed to this final game every year.
Yeah, I mean, I think a home and home would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Obviously, Halls, Anderson County, and Clinton are not going to be in our district next year, so I don't know what that's going to mean for the future. But, maybe an opportunity for more non-district ball games because West is going to join our district, but we're going to lose 3. Okay, we're about to get set here once again. The Lady Wildcats won. The guys are up 44-35, and we are underway here from Fulton here in the second half. 44-35 the score. Oak Ridge with the basketball first. We come out with Jonathan Stewart, Kel Slater, Jonathan Milloway, Jeremy Miller, and Stafford Shanklin. Kel, a fadeaway jumper is up. No good. Rebound, Fulton. Coming out of there with the basketball quickly. They're going to work it down to Kimber. Kimber along the baseline. Jonathan almost picked up his 3rd foul. Here's a shot. There is another foul. This one's going to go against Oak Ridge, and one of our Wildcats, I think, is going to pick up his 3rd. Might be against. It's going to go against Jeremy Miller, and Jeremy picks up his 3rd foul. That'll send the Falcons to the line. Kimber, 44-35 the score. 10 points in the game for him. Free throw, good. He is now 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Wildcat lead is 8. 44-36 the score. Second toss, no good. Rebound, Stafford Shanklin. Wildcat basketball. Here comes Kel down the floor. Kel Slater at the point. He's a junior. Has Jonathan Stewart in the corner right below us. He works the ball in. Kel's going to go inside. Lowered his shoulder. And they're going to call a charge against Kel. Overly aggressive that time. Kel, I love when Kel is aggressive, to be honest with you, but a little bit too much that time.
Yeah, he is. He picked up his first foul, so he's not in foul trouble tonight, but his first, team second of the half.
Down the floor with the basketball will come Fulton. They can cut the lead further. The Wildcats have led by, I think 13 was their biggest, but they're going to launch a 3 and hit it. 3-point shot. The Wildcats have let them come back in the ballgame. It's now 44-39. The Wildcats seem to start out quarters slow. I don't know if you've noticed that, Mark, as the Wildcats just throw the ball away. That was absolutely unexcusable pass that time as Tommy Sweat puts in a bucket. Good. Kel got trapped in there, so he just elected to sling it up the floor. There was nobody there, and the Wildcats, just like that, their lead is only 3. 44-41, got to refocus here. Here's the Wildcats. Jonathan Stewart had a 3. Won't take it. Had it. Backs it up. 6:42 to play. So, Mark, we've let them right back in the ballgame.
Yeah, they got to watch their turnovers, David, as they get the ball in the middle away like they did at the beginning of the game, and he cut the next for another 2.
So Jonathan gives Oak Ridge a 5-point lead once again, 46-41. Millway having one of his better ball games offensively in a while. 6:23 to play. in the third quarter. Oak Ridge on top, 46-41. Got to play defense. They played really good defense early on. Here's a fadeaway shot. Good. That guy can shoot the basketball. Number 14, Marcellus Jackson. He's only a sophomore, 5'11". Here comes the trap on Kell. Almost steps out of bounds. A great pass. Jonathan Stewart, easy layup. Not a bad play. They set a trap on Kell on the sideline, and he was able to get the ball on a beautiful pass to Jonathan Stewart.
That was a great no-look pass over to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart now with 12 points in the ballgame, David.
48-43 Wildcats. 5:50 to play here in the third period here at the Fulton High School gym. The Jody Wright Arena gym here at Fulton High School. We've been playing this ball game since 1951. Here's a three. Clang off the iron, no good. Long rebound, Tommy Sweat for three. No good. This time Jonathan Stewart has the board. Jonathan coming straight down the middle of the floor. Lobs it into Stafford. He turns, he spins, he drives, he shoots. No good. Jonathan Stewart gets the rebound up. No good. Draws the foul, I think, from Marcellus Jackson. It's going to go against Jackson. And for him, that'll be his second foul. That's going to send Jonathan Stewart to the free throw line. The senior, what's he done tonight here, Mark?
He has 12 points so far, David. Perfect from the line. He's 2 of 2.
Toss, no good. Jonathan having a great senior year as Lucas Searcy comes into the ball game. Let's see what the junior can do. He has had to sit a lot of this game with foul issues. Oak Ridge by 5, 48-43. 5:23 to play third quarter. Jonathan Stewart to the line, missed them both. On the rebound, Oak Ridge. Cale Slater with it, turns, spins to the hole, no good. He's going to have to earn it at the free throw line. So a good rebound on the missed shot by Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan's usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Kel, as of late, has really come on. I'm jinxing him, so I won't say a word. 5:20 to play third quarter. Oak Ridge by 5. Kel's got 5 points. He is 1 of 2 from the line. Lefty puts it up there. Good. Oak Ridge back up by 6, 49-43. Wildcats playing with Jonathan Stewart, Jonathan Milloway, Cale Slater, Lucas Searcy, and Jeremy Miller. Kell back to the line. The junior guns it up there. He's a lefty, and he knocks it home. Oak Ridge by 7, 50-43 over the Falcons. 5 minutes, 17 seconds to play. The district tournament for the Lady Wildcats begins a week from tonight, 7 o'clock at the Wildcat Arena against either Clinton, Campbell County, or Anderson County. Missed shot by the Falcons, rebounded by Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan going coast to coast with it. Inside, great pass. Lucas Searcy with a bucket. Give the assist, and it's a beautiful one by Jonathan Stewart.
Yes, it was another great assist tonight for Jonathan Stewart as he gave it up to Lucas Searcy.
Here come the Falcons going in, and Jonathan or Jeremy just picked up a foul. It's going to go against Jonathan Milloway, and that's good. I think it's against him, and that's his third. Jeremy's got 3, so we're in a little foul trouble, Neo Tate.
Yeah, I think fouls have been a big part of this game and shaping how the game has been played so far. Hopefully we can reduce our fouls and have them keep making them.
Neil, do you like it when I put the mic in your face?
I have to think a little bit before I say something because sometimes I don't know what's running through my head.
He's the best.
Yeah. As that second free throw, no good. Then a holding foul called against Lucas, or is it against those Falcons? It's going to go against, Jeremy Miller, and that is his 4th. Wow. So the Wildcats back on defense here, getting a little bit of home cooking here at Fulton, as that official is telling Coach Green why he called it, and he doesn't want to hear any more of it. Here come the Falcons, setting it up once again. It goes to Tyler Lee. Three-pointer partially rejected. Rebounded Lucas Searcy. Searcy comes out of there. Good board for Lucas. Here comes the junior down the floor. Lucas dribbles one-on-one against Sweat. Pulls up into Milloway. He takes it off the glass and scores. Jonathan Milloway. And the Wildcat lead is 11 once again. 54-43 to score. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the third period. With the basketball will come Kimber. Kimber works it over to Tommy Sweat. They work the ball along the baseline. They kick it out for a 3. It's on its way. Rims out. No good. Jonathan Milloway on the rebound to Cale Slater right in front of the scorer's table. Picks it up and he drives to the free throw line. Gives it off to Miller to Lucas Searcy in the corner. Can't get a 3 off, and Jonathan Stewart is picked. Down the floor will come the Falcons. Coast to coast. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Again, no good. Again, no good. Who's got the ball? Jonathan Stewart saves it in bounds, but it's saved by the Falcons. Here it goes out to Kimber. Kimber to Sweat. Slows it down here. 3 minutes, 46 seconds to play, third quarter, 54-43 Wildcats. Here they go on the left side. Here it goes to Kimber. Kimber turning, spinning, driving, blocked away by Kell. Taken away by Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart behind the back dribble. Dribbles right, gives it into Milloway. Jonathan turns, spins, shoots, good! And he's fouled. A great drive by the Oak Ridge Wildcats. And Jonathan Milloway will go to the free throw line.
And I believe that's probably another assist for Jonathan Stewart, David. Another nice pass there as Jonathan Milloway will go to the line, and where he has 16 points and he's 3 of 6 from the free throw line tonight, David.
Well, interesting sequence there. Wildcats got bailed out a little bit. Fulton had several wide open layups that they missed, and then back come the Wildcats. Fulton, if you're the Fulton coach, you've got to be a little frustrated right now with your team.
Jonathan to the free throw line, tosses on his way up there, no good. Milloway misfires on the free throw. He struggled a bit. Oak Ridge by 13, 56-43, but against Fulton on their home floor, no lead is safe. Here come the Falcons, setting it out once again, driving with it. Number 44 drives in, Shaw hits the rim, but drops in good. Made good by Tyler Lee. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. The Wildcats have Jamison Updegraft in the ballgame. Lucas Searcy's in. Wildcats Kel Slater. Timeout is asked for by one of the coaches. It's going to be called by Aaron Green. We'll take a break. 3:06 to play, third quarter, 56-45, back in 60 seconds.
Yelling too much.
You can make it more exciting.
Sunday and Mark. And I think Chris Christensen.
He said they're like really good. They look good. Why don't we turn this off?
I'd leave it. Yeah, we've all had our times where we get to turn it. How many people do we have watching? Can you see?
That would be on the other screen. Go to where are you streaming? Here's YouTube.
Back here at Fulton High School, Wildcats with ball, the basketball. Lucas Searcy outside the line, dribbles in, lobs it up to Milloway, hits the front, boy, no good. Took the rebound by Holt. Took it on the floor by Fulton Wildcats. To the floor, he dribbles. Wildcats up, 56-45, Fulton for 3. Good. Double digits. 56-48 to score. 2:33 to play. Wildcats foul trouble. Kel Slater. Lucas Searcy left corner for 3. No good. Rebound Milloway. No good. It's fouled. Jonathan Milloway will go to the free throw line, but the free throw line has not been too kind to Jonathan tonight. He'll go to the free throw line. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to play.
Jonathan Milloway to the free throw line. Toss. Good. 2:25 to play. 57-48 the score. Back to the free throw line. Once again, Jonathan Milloway goes to the free throw line. Got that mic fixed. Back to the line he goes. Toss. No good. Hits the rim. How many did he have, Mark?
17.
17 points for him. Down the floor will come the Falcons. The reason I'm asking that, because as the ball is kicked up the floor, picked up by Jonathan Stewart, they're going to call it over the back. That stopped play. That stopped a layup for Jonathan Stewart. It's an inadvertent whistle. Mistakes happen. I'm going to give him that. I mean, nobody's perfect. It was an over and back. I think he thought that Fulton had recovered it. Jonathan Stewart could have had a layup right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We've seen a lot from Jonathan Stewart this whole entire game. No doubt he would have made that. Oak
Ridge basketball, 2:12 to play. Third quarter, Oak Ridge in the lead, 57-48. Oak Ridge ball. Milloway got away from his defender and scores inside. I think we can school them all night inside, Mark.
Yeah, they really took advantage of a mismatch in that time, David. Nice job by the Wildcats.
Here come the Falcons down the floor once again. 59-48, Oak Ridge by 11. Fulton basketball on the left side. A minute 50 to play. Out to the top it goes to Holt. He had a three a moment ago. Drives in, shoots off the glass. Good. Little righty off the glass. The junior puts it in. Here comes Oak Ridge with Jonathan Stewart to the hole. No good. Hard foul called against Nixon. Nixon commits the foul. I've already said it, Mark. Don't even bother.
He's not a crook?
No, but a minute ago when he got his pocket picked, I said he was impeached by Lucas Searcy. It'll be Oak Ridge going to the free throw line. It'll be Jonathan at the line. Toss is good. He actually never was impeached, though. Resigned before he could, obviously. History teacher James Branson would know that. As Jonathan hits the first free throw, Oak Ridge by 10, 60-50. Minute 37 to play third quarter here at Fulton High School. Second toss. Jonathan having a good game tonight, too. But Jonathan Milloway so far has really been dominant.
Yeah, Milloway with 19 and Stewart with, 14.
Actually, I'm hoping that Jonathan Milloway continues to get big numbers here as the Falcons set for Tommy Sweat for three. No good. Rebound will go to the Falcons, and they nearly lose the ball. Big heavy pressure being applied. They're going to drive in with number 4. Shot is up. Good. Foul called. Things just a little calls did not going our way. The reason I'm hoping that Jonathan Milloway gets big numbers here. Coming into tonight's game, he has 924 career points. To get to 1,000, he's going to have some big numbers, or we're going to have a long extended run. We hope that's the case. Three-point play the old-fashioned way, and the Wildcat lead is 8. 61-53 the score, a minute 10 to play. The Wildcats in foul trouble with Jeremy Miller on the bench with 4. The Wildcats have foul trouble. Here comes Oak Ridge. Jamison for 3. Good! Jamison up the graph. I believe that's his second 3 of the night. He's got 8 points in the ball game. Jamison now with 19 career three-pointers. 52 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Oak Ridge back on top by 11. 64-53 the score. With the basketball will come the Falcons in the corner. Around the horn they go. Down to 42 seconds to play. Coach Green says get active. Here come the Falcons dribbling, driving out to the top. This guy can shoot. He launches a 3. It's off the rim. No good. They get the rebound. They'll shoot another 3. That's Holt. It's no good. Here's the rebound. Coming out of there, Jamison up the graph. Jamison drives to the hole. No good. Block shot by the Falcons. Here they go with 22 seconds to play. Down the floor with the basketball. Oak Ridge on top, 64-53. This series began in 1951. The Wildcats lead the series. It's been a great one over the years. Here come the Falcons, down to 7, down to 6. They'll kick it up to 5. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Driving with it will come Kimber, a little floater off the glass. Good. As the third quarter comes to a close. We've played 3 quarters of basketball here at Fulton High School in the final regular season ball game of the 2020-21 season, and the Wildcats lead Fulton 64-55. We'll be back to Fulton High School on FM 92.7 in 60 seconds. We are back here at Fulton High School, fourth and final quarter. About to get set here. Oak Ridge holding on to the lead. It's been one of those kind of ball games. Back and forth, the Wildcats have been able to maintain a lead here. but you never feel safe on somebody else's floor, especially with the talent that this Fulton team has. They always are really good in basketball.
Yeah, they are, David. You can always count on them. You know, just look at how many state championships they have, and you know that doesn't even mention the state tournament appearances that they have.
Here come the Falcons setting it out for a three. They cannot shoot it. Now they drive in. Now they'll shoot that three. It's on its way. Good. Three-point shot. And just like that, here we go again. It's getting close again. The Wildcats on the inbounds are going to work the ball down the floor with Kel Slater. Breaks through their press, and he's fouled. Little hand foul. Putting a little pressure on Kel, and Wildcat lead is 64-58. Most of the game, it's been double digits. The Wildcats, without the services of Jeremy Miller, he's on the bench with 4 fouls. 7:35 to play in regulation. 64-58. The Wildcats in the lead. The Wildcats working into Kel. Over goes Stafford. Shanklin had Miller away early. Has him if he wants it. Stafford works the ball left corner. Here it goes to Kel. He throws it away. Tried to go all the way across the floor and nails a guy with a still camera, and it'll be their basketball. 7:26 to play in the ball game. 64-58. Getting a little close here. The Wildcats need to stop on defense. Here come the Falcons. Tommy Sweat for three. Good. 3-point shot. 3-point game. Wildcats against pressure. Jeremy's back in the ball game. Here it comes to Kel Slater. Jeremy playing with 4 personal fouls. He's got to play smart. Wildcat lead is 64-61 over the Fulton Falcons. Jeremy Miller, Kel Slater, dribbling, driving, gives it into Milloway on the floor, wants to shoot, does, no good. Kel's got the rebound. Kel Slater, no good. He's fouled. Kel Slater will shoot some free throws here. As usual, this game is a war. As usual, the fans look forward to this game because it's a war. You've got 2 outstanding basketball programs playing one another, and this is why they play at the last ball game, to get them ready for tournament time. Although they have one more regular season ball game left on Tuesday, we won't play until Saturday. Free throw good. Kel starting to shoot his free throws well.
Kel in the ball game, Dave, has 8 points. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Gunning number 2, he misses.
And down the floor will come the Falcons after the missed shot. Too much pressure, 1-point game. If he hits it, no. Milloway's got it. Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Jeremy Miller, coast to coast. Goes into his right side, fires it up to Lucas. Back to Kel. Kel stops, comes out to his right. Now backs it up in the midcourt circle. Lucas Searcy thought about lobbing it into Milloway. Back to Kel Slater it goes. 6:26 to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge by 4, 65-61. Clock ticking down, 6:19 and counting. Oak Ridge basketball. Jonathan Milloway on the block. Double teamed, held and fouled by Tommy Sweat. Personal foul against the Falcons. 6:15 to play in the ballgame. 65-61 the score. That'll be Tommy's 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 7. Jonathan Milloway will go to the free throw line. Falcon fans, not happy. Here comes Jonathan Milloway at the free throw line. First toss, he'll get a second. He's got 20 points in the ball game. Back to the free throw line he goes. That gives him 944 in his career. Toss, no good. Falcon rebound. 5-point game. Back on defense go the Wildcats. Number 14 with the basketball. Dribbling it out, Marcellus Jackson. Looks back door. Backs it up. Top of the circle. It goes off to Kimber. Kimber works the ball to his right to number 10. Cut off there nicely. Back to the top it goes to the freshman. 5:57 to play. 1-on-1. That could have been an offensive foul. They're going to drive the paint. No place to go. They kick it out for a 3. On its way. Clang off the iron. No good. The rebound to Jeremy Miller. Miller to Milloway. Miller tries to save it. He does to Jonathan Stewart. Oak Ridge with the basketball. Kel Slater dribbling, driving. Kel kicks it out. Lucas for 3. Good. Lucas Searcy for 3. 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Wildcats on top by 8. 69-61 the score. Down the floor it goes to Kimber. They launch a 3. It hits the rim. It hits the backboard. It won't count. Oak Ridge will get the basketball. Lucas Searcy, I believe that's his first 3 of the night.
It is, David. He has 8 points total, but you're exactly right. His first 3 of the night, where he's, 1 of 2 from beyond the three-point line.
Timeout is asked for. We'll send it to Brian Bennett. No, actually, let's save it right here. Lee Wexler, what happened at Stewart's Creek tonight?
Well, the Lady Rams defeated Charlotte 51-14. They're going to advance to the state championship tomorrow against Martin Middle School out of Northwest Tennessee. They're going to play that game at 11 a.m. Eastern at Stewart's Creek High School tomorrow. It's going to be a big game, and the future for Oak Ridge has to be bright. Oak Ridge fans have to be very pleased with that, David.
We're going to try to stream the ball game. I talked about this, Mark, that Robertsfield girls team. They're coached by Aaron McGinnis, 2-time Miss Basketball. They've got Kiki Stewart's daughter. She's our all-time leading scorer. They've got Adrian Porter, a finalist for Mr. Football and Mr. Basketball. His daughter. Shannon Porter played on the 96 state tournament team. His daughter, others. He just goes down the line. They're so deep, so talented. Lady Wildcats' future is very bright. What's that?
They're young, too.
Well, no, they are this year because they played for the state championship last year as 7th graders. And hopefully they're trying to finish it off here tomorrow at 11, and we'll broadcast from Stewart's Creek High School. Down the floor will come Oak Ridge. The lead is 8. Here comes Kell down the floor. Harassed, might have double dribble. Is going to drive into Milloway. Milloway backs it up to Jonathan. Jonathan pulls up and shoots. He knocks it down. And the Wildcats, just like that, have built the lead back to 10. 71-61 the score. Here comes Fulton down the floor. Kimber with the basketball. Guarded by Jeremy Miller, playing with 4 fouls. 4:55 to play. Falcon basketball. Here it goes out to Kimber. Kimber around the left side to number 10. That's Hackett. Hackett, left elbow, extended. Shoots, no good. They've gone cold all of a sudden. Lucas has the rebound. He's fouled. Mark, all of a sudden, the Falcons have gone cold from the perimeter.
Yeah, I think, every time the game kind of speeds up, David, it allows the Wildcats to, get their nose out a little bit more ahead.
I don't know what people think about this angle, but this is basically all we got up here. I mean, they just don't have a good place to do video, so we're always up here. We have a great view of the floor. I mean, one thing, it's not a great camera shot, but luckily our crack camera guys, as Lucas knocks down the free throw, our crack camera guys tonight, Lee Wexler, along with Christian Rosas Rodriguez, and sir, what is your name?
Neo Tate.
4:45 to play. Tosses up, and it is good. So Lucas hits both free throws, and Oak Ridge leads 73-61. 10 points in the game for the junior. Down the floor with it, once again, will come Kimber. Kimber drills inside of number 44, slips it over to Tommy. Tommy Sweat in the corner. Back he goes. That was a mismatch, and Kell intimidates, gets the steal. Oh, a flip there by number 14. Here come the Wildcats. He almost did a cartwheel on the floor there. I hope we got that on camera. Kell to the hole. Kell off the glass. Kell with 2 more points. Kell Slater having a fine ball game. He's got double digits. He's got 10. 4:12 to play in the ball game. 75-61, a 14-point lead. Here's a shot. It's no good. Another missed shot. Jeremy Miller on the rebound. Like I said, they've gone cold from the perimeter. 3:59 to play in the ball game. 75-61 Oak Ridge. Clock is ticking it on down. Here comes Jonathan Stewart outside the line. 3-point line. Picked up by the freshman Kimber. Dribbles out and gives it over to Cersei. Here it goes to Jeremy Miller in the corner. Right extended of the baseline. Here comes Lucas. Here comes Lucas driving all the way to the hole. Good. Lucas Cersei with a great drive. Fake the 3 because we know that's what he likes to do, and just drove it to the hole.
Great play that time as he pump fake. As you said, David, he had about a 15-footer. He just pump faked. The guy went with it, and he just drove right to the bucket.
Just a few moments ago, the Wildcat lead was only 3, maybe 4 points. It's at its biggest margin now, 16, and here's another steal. The Wildcats putting big numbers up, and there's a kickball out of bounds. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play. The Wildcats trying to win their 22nd ball game of the year. The Lady Wildcats won their 18th. The Lady Wildcats close out the regular season 18-4 as a timeout is asked for by the Falcons. Just like that, the Wildcats look like they're headed for victory here. 77-61. Still a lot of time, Mark, but all of a sudden they went cold. We started hitting shots. Wildcats playing well.
Yeah, definitely the Oak Ridge Wildcats with the momentum right now, David. As you said, I mean, they're just struggling. Fulton is. They're just kind of making turnovers, and they're not making the shots, and they're not getting the rebounds that they were getting earlier either.
Lee, your thoughts?
Well, Oak Ridge right now is on a 12-0 run. Fulton can't buy a basket right now, so Fulton fans and their coach are probably a little frustrated. But it was a 4-point game just moments ago, and Oak Ridge has responded well. They're on a 12-0 run right now.
Neo Tate?
I think one thing that scared Oak Ridge fans early on in the second half is Fulton starting to push up threes. We started keeping them out of the hole, and they started hitting everything.
3:15 to play in the ball game, 77-61. The Wildcats with the basketball. Here comes into Kel Slater. 3:14 to play. Let's see if the Falcons elect to foul. The Wildcats are up 16. 3:09 to play. They're a little bit more aggressive as Jeremy goes backdoor. Cutting inside will come Kel. He turns. He spins. Goes in for the shot. Good. Kel Slater playing with a lot of confidence here tonight, Mark.
Yeah, he has 12 points, David. Really come on here in the second half. He's got 7 points in the second half.
Another kneel steal by Jeremy Miller. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Oak Ridge in the lead, 79-61. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to play. This is the final regular season ball game for the Wildcats. They'll start tournament play a week from tomorrow, and that'll be at the Wildcat Arena. 7 o'clock will be the tip-off time. It'll be against a team to be determined. A lot of games still being played tonight and tomorrow as Jonathan Stewart deflects the ball. Saved by the Falcons. He'll go in for the shot. Good, and the foul's called. That's how they can get back in the ball game. The girls will start tournament play either against Anderson County, Clinton, or Campbell County, and that game will be Friday, a week from tonight, 7 o'clock. 5 fouls for Jeremy. He's going to take a seat with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the ball game. I don't really remember Jeremy fouling out much in his career, but he did tonight. To the free throw line one more time. We'll go Tyler Lee, 6'3", freshman player. Right-hander, puts it up there, rolls in good. Oak Ridge's lead is 79-64. They're pressuring it. Stafford's back in the ball game. Here it comes to Kel. Kel Slater trying to bring the ball down the floor under heavy pressure. I think it's one of Kel's best ball games in terms of as Jonathan Stewart shoots the three. It's going to be short. Stafford tracks down the rebound. Stafford back up with a shot. Good. And he's fouled. Stafford Shanklin. Count the bucket. Kind of quiet here tonight has been Stafford. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, as you said, David, he has been quite quiet. He only had 4 points in the first half. Those were his first 2 of the second half, David. So he has 6 points in the ball game. Picking up that foul for Fulton was Marcellus Jackson. That'll be his 4th.
2:15 to play in the ball game. Actually, 2:16 to play. Stafford Shanklin to the free throw line. 81-64 Wildcats. Shot is up. Good. Stafford hits it. And the Wildcat lead is 18 points, 82-64. 2:12 to play in the ball game. Just counting it on down here at Fulton High School. So the road trip has been successful. The last 2 ball games against really good teams, the Wildcats have played excellent. Here's a shot missed, knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. Really just a blowout win over Cleveland the other night, and then a really nice win here tonight.
Yeah, and they were real close on that Catholic game, David. I mean, they had opportunities to make that closer than it ended up being.
They turned the ball over. The Wildcats are going to get Flip Thompson in the ball game. A well-deserved break for Kel Slater, but then Wildcats turn the ball over. Here come the Falcons in for a shot. Good, just like that. Timber drops it in. A little miscommunication there as Lucas works it in to Flip, and down the floor will come Lucas. Flip doesn't look like he wants to handle the ball. Here it goes to Jamison Updegraff. Jamison, if Flip usually likes to handle the ball, but he didn't want any part of that. With the basketball, Jamison harassed, double team, fires it past, intercepted. Here come the Wildcats. They're going to get the starters back in. They get a layup up, no good. Rebound to the Falcons, back up, good. They score with Tyler Lee, and now it's 82-68. Here comes Flip Thompson down the floor. Flip across the way, throws the ball away. Coach Green's not happy. He's getting the guys off the bench there. They're going to shoot again, good. Here comes Kel back in the ballgame. And a timeout is asked for, and Coach Green is not happy at all. 82-70 the score. He tries to substitute. He wants the guys to play, but you got to play under control, and you got to know they're going to pressure you, and you can't wilt under that pressure.
Yeah, you've got to limit your turnovers, David. I mean, I can't remember exactly what game it was, but we had a similar game like this earlier this season where he put the subs in, and they just kept turning the ball over, and he had to put the starters back in. So, I know he wasn't happy that night. So I suspect
that was a foul ball game.
Yeah, I suspect that he'll have a similar emotional effect tonight.
Oak Ridge does still have the lead, though, by 12. And it'll be Oak Ridge in the lead, 82-70. A minute, 9 to play here. This little scoreboard version we have down on the bottom of our screen on the YouTube, it really looks pretty nice here, but it is very difficult. We have to have an extra person. I know it looks good as the Wildcats lead it 82-70. Wildcats will be facing pressure once again. Wildcats trying to win their 22nd ball game of the year. Oak Ridge is 21-4 on the year. Jonathan's going to try to work it in. In it comes to Jamison Updegraff. He's going to bring the ball down the floor, straight to the hole, go in for the shot, and it's good. Jamison Updegraff having a pretty good ball game today. Back to a 14-point game, and Jamison has 10. Here come the Falcons turning the ball over. The Wildcats will get it. 54.5 seconds to play, so the Wildcats, really, it's a typical Oak Ridge Fulton ball game. It's a hard-fought ball game. The Wildcats have a little bit more size, a little bit more length, and the Wildcats are going to weather the storm here and get a victory here. Just a few moments ago, as Lee said a moment ago, it was a 4-point game. Then the Wildcats built it up to 18 and just kind of playing it out here. 43 seconds to play. Coach Rice says don't foul unless you have to. Be aggressive as the Wildcat Stafford Shanklin works it out here. The ball is knocked out by Fulton. Last touch by number 20, Taj Kimber. Oak Ridge about to get Caden Updegraff in the ball game. Coach Green, I know, wants to substitute some of the other guys in, but the Falcons are still playing hard as the Wildcats work it in with 35 seconds to play. And it comes to Kel Slater. Now they're going to back off just a little bit. Now Kel's going to be met at the midcourt line, spinning out of there. They guard close. I mean, that's one thing that they do. They're going to defend you. They're going to. Here's Jonathan Stewart. Thought about a three, backs it up once again. Down to 16 seconds and counting. Oak Ridge is headed for a victory. 84-70, the Oak Ridge fans starting to clap in unison. As the Wildcats work it out, here it goes to Jamison. 6 seconds, 4 seconds. They work it out, they hold the ball, and the game is over. The Wildcats have defeated the Fulton Falcons on the road by a final score of 84-70. So the Wildcats close out the regular season with a 22-4 mark, and they do it with a good road victory here at Fulton High School. Always a tough place to come and play. Knox County still has the restrictions on the fans, but I don't think anybody told Fulton that, Mark, because this place was pretty full. Final score of the ball game, 84-70. We'll take a break. We'll speak to Coach Green here in a bit, and we'll also look at the final statistics. Girls won, the guys won. Unfortunately, the JV lost a close one. Wildcats win the varsity ball game in the boys' side, 84-70. We'll be back to Fulton High School following this 3-minute timeout. And with no music, it didn't. We're good. Don't worry about it. I guess I need to listen to the radio.
How we in the live stream.
We don't yet until we're done.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down here. I have none. Yes. $84-70 is our final score here from the Fulton High School gym. So that closes out the regular season. The Wildcats will return to the Wildcat Arena for their next ball game a week from tomorrow, their first tournament ball game. It's a semifinal round ball game, 7 o'clock at the Wildcat Arena against a team to be determined later. Lady Wildcats are also going to be playing in the district tournament, and that'll be Friday, a week from tonight, 7 o'clock against either Anderson County, against Clinton, or Campbell County. We do know that. There's a lot of games still to be played. Well, not a lot. About 2 district games still to be played here involving Carnes and Central. Carnes could fall as far down as that first play-in ball game or get a chance to not play in that first round. Carnes having a struggle this year during the course of the season. Not a typical Carnes team, so I know they'd like to get a win. They've been to the region tournament, I believe, 6 years in a row, and Coach Henson, I'm sure, would love to get them back once again. 84-70 was the final score. We're waiting for Coach Green to join us up here, and good win for the Wildcats. And, I think as we play here, the Wildcats have won the ball game by a score of 84-70. We'll take a look at the stats here in a few short moments, and Mark's still tabulating those. Lee, Wildcats win at 84-70. Good night of basketball for the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice job by both the girls and the boys. Good, strong way to end the season. Been an interesting season, but great way to end the season, and looking forward to the tournaments coming up, and hopefully our boys and girls team will make it to state and get to Murfreesboro. Road to Murfreesboro doesn't get any easier from here, so a great way to end the season, and just a great job all around.
The middle school championship will involve an Oak Ridge team tomorrow. Robertsville will take on Martin at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Central Time, for the middle school state championship. Mark, I believe you've completed the statistics of the ball game, won by Oak Ridge 84-70.
Thanks very much, David. Leading scorer for the Wildcats was Jonathan Milloway. He finished with 20 points. He was 7 of 10 from the field, 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Also in double figures tonight with 16 points, Jonathan Stewart. He was 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line with 12 points. Was Lucas Searcy. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, also with 12 points. Kel Slater, 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And also in double figures tonight, Jamison Updegrass finished with 10 points. He was 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from both two-point land and beyond the three-point line. Other scores for the Wildcats, number 1, Stafford Shanklin. He had 7 points for the Wildcats, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Jeremy Miller fouled out with 2:29 remaining in the ballgame. He finished with 5 points. He was 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and that rounds out the scoring for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats had 5 individuals in double figures tonight. Very nice output by the Wildcats. As a team, the Wildcats were 28 of 41 from the field. They were 22 of 30 from two-point land. They were 6 of 11 from beyond the three-point line, and they were 20 of 32 from the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Falcons of Fulton was Damaj Kimber. He finished with 16 points. He was 5 of 12 from the field, 6 of 11 from the free throw line. 13 points added by Tyler Lee. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Marcus Jackson also with 13 points. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 11 points added by Taj Kimber. He was 4 of 12 from the field. He was of those, he was 3 of 6 from beyond the three-point line. Let's see, other scores. Desmere Hatchett had 6, 3 of 8 from the field with 5 points. Damon Holt, he was 2 of 4 from the field. Also with 5 points was starter number 22, Tommy Sweat. He was 2 of 4 from the field. And then with 1 point, was, Woozamy Bates. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As a team, the Falcons were 26 of 58 from the field. They were 17 of 35 from two-point land, 9 of 23 and threes, and 9 of 16 from the free throw line. Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 18-16, then outscored the Falcons in the second quarter, 26-19, to take a 44-35 lead at the half. Both teams scoring 20 points in the third quarter, so a 64-55 lead by the Wildcats into the fourth quarter, where in the fourth quarter the Wildcats again outscore the Falcons, this time by a score of 20-15. Earlier tonight, the Lady Wildcats were victorious. Their final score was 64-53. Leading score for the Lady Wildcats was Kamari Mitchell-Steen. She finished with 40 points. Samaj Clark had 16. Hope Holt had 4. Gracie Heron with 2. And Cannon Green with 2 as well. David?
Well, we're waiting for Coach Green to join us here. They have yet to emerge from the dressing room. I don't know. I guess this is a regular season game. I guess he's just basically saying, well, the season's over. Now the real fun begins, and that means the tournament. And Coach Green's funny about that. He'll say, and he said this to me many times, regular season are just scrimmage games. What really matters is the postseason, and he is exactly correct. As they'll start tournament play coming up. The boys will on Saturday, 7 o'clock at the Wildcat Arena. The girls will be at 7 o'clock on Friday. Coach Green's still not here. They're waiting for him. The girls won big, very exciting game. Kamari Mitchell-Steen became the third Lady Wildcat ever to ever score 40 points. Jada Gwynn, 45 points. That's the all-time record. Or Mika Booker scored over 40 in a ball game, and that was the record for a little while. And now Kamari Mitchell-Steen, number 3 on the list with her 40th point tonight. So she becomes the third Lady Wildcat ever to score 40 points in a ball game. Here comes Coach Green. Let's see if we can help him up here. He's going to try to come up the steps here, get a chance to speak to him, and get him through the door here. He's been here before, but sometimes they have things locked down. Here he is. We'll get him a chance to sit down. I know, Coach, you were up on your feet a lot. Exciting win for your team tonight. Typical Oak Ridge game against Fulton. A lot of up and down. Good defense, I thought, played by both teams. Both teams had their moments on offense and defense. Just a typical Oak Ridge Fulton ball game. A lot of fun to watch if you're a fan. I don't know about it as a coach, but as a fan, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, it was up and down game. I'm sure Coach Wright would, probably want to defend a little bit better. I know I thought overall we wanted to defend a little bit better. You look at we don't give up 70 points a lot, David, and I think the pace of play was going to be more in tune to scoring a little bit more than normal because both teams are trying to push it and press. And but just touch on some negatives first. I didn't think we did a very good job guarding the ball tonight. We got too many one-on-one drives. I think we finished, we let them go shoot a layup to end 2 quarters right before the half, and right at the end of the third quarter, just let a guy go right around and shoot a layup. But that's got to get corrected. But we battled. I thought Millway done a good job. I thought it's kind of a chess match, really. I mean, they're mismatched with somebody to guard Millway. Well, on the other end, they got 5 guards in there that can handle it and shoot it and drive it, and so Millway's got to, struggle to guard out on the perimeter. So it was, you can say, well, Oak Ridge has got the advantage inside, but on the other end, they've got a little bit of an advantage based on his size and how small and how quick they are. So it's a good win. This is always a tough place to play. Could you imagine, they start 3 freshmen and sophomore. Could you imagine a couple of years, they're going to be really, really good.
It's the same on the girls' side. Maybe we need to take a break for a few years. No, just kidding. I know you like the competition.
Yeah.
And, you finish out, we talked about these 3 ball games, starting with Catholic and then Cleveland and then the Fulton. That's the kind of competition you want heading to postseason. Yeah, no doubt. I thought, this, and you can see playing a team like this, they're quick. You don't see that a lot. They're going to guard you. They're going to play hard. Same thing with Cleveland. Same thing with Catholic. We talked about this stretch. The last couple of weeks about finishing these last 3 games are going to be tough, and they were. Disappointed. I was trying to get a game on Tuesday. Had Hamilton Heights scheduled, and
and then realize that this is our max after tonight of the number of games we can actually play. So that's okay. We've had this gap before where we've got we don't play again until next Saturday. It gives opportunity to kind of catch your breath. We'll structure this week kind of how we done in the past, and keep them fresh, but at the same time stay sharp. And we need to have a good week of practice.
The bad news, you can't scrimmage anybody because of the restrictions. So basically, you're on your own to do that.
Yeah, and it's you get to this time of year, most coaches would probably tell you they'd rather play than practice because it's been it's a grind, and. But yeah, we've fortunately for us, we've finished in the top there most of the years, and so you're automatically the disadvantage, if there is one, of winning your district is you have a pretty good layoff until Saturday. But I'd rather have it that way, and we'll take this time to kind of get our legs, regroup, take a deep breath, reflect on this past regular season, and now everybody's 0-0. That's what I wrote on the board in there after every last regular season game. Everybody in the state, well, if they finish tonight, but whenever their last regular season game ends, everybody goes to 0-0.
Coach, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, David.
Wildcats win at 84-70. The girls win as well. That about does it here, Mark. I guess you're done. You've done the stats here. We'd like to thank everybody who made the broadcast possible. Thank Lee Wexler, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, Neo Tate with us as well, along with Brian Bennett back in the studios, and, of course, Mark Hayes. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow on our prep radio and our streaming. We'll be broadcasting from Stewart's Creek High School outside of Smyrna, Tennessee, as the Robertsville Lady Rams take on Martin for the state championship in middle school basketball. Our next high school broadcast will be from the Wildcat Arena on Friday. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off for the Lady Wildcats against either Anderson County, Clinton, or Campbell County at the district tournament. For Brian Bennett and all the people who made the broadcast possible, until tomorrow with the Robertsville ball game, this is David Clary saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, I don't think it's one.
Okay. All right, let's just get this out of here. Let's get this show on the road.